It's probably.
Let's see.
Hey,
here.
we're not gonna get demonetized for this, are we?
It's not on the screen.
I'll tell you right
Okay,
now,
that's
brother,
good.
man. If you type in anything from Green
You know how
Jello,
that shit goes.
if you type in anything from Green Jello from 2003 to 2008, you're gonna see my fucking ugly face in my wig, dude.
I don't agree with the ugly part, but
I'm just saying, anything from
Hey,
2003 to 2000.
Watch is not ugly. We know this,
Type
right?
in, I was on the Tom
Is it
Green
jelly
show.
or is
If you
it-
type in Green Jello, Tom Green show, I'm playing fucking drums, bro.
Oh, no
But if you
shit.
type in 2008, I was
I remember that.
2008. We did
Yeah.
a lot of touring.
well, I want to find where this.
I don't
shit.
know. You'd have to go to his Facebook page.
Oh, okay.
To get the
we'll
Facebook
figure it out later. We'll Google it up or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
if you want to check it out. He's going to be. You said
But
this
every
Saturday, right?
they do.
Oh, every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
it's in
he
Hollywood,
does the
right?
TV show about nothing. Now he's getting bans, like, because he's, you have to keep coming up with, like,
Different themes
just
or whatever.
Content.
Yeah.
Every week he's trying. You don't want the same show.
No.
So you have to do, but you do some of the same things. Like, let's take a caller. You know.
Right.
So you do. There are some similar
That's-
things from show to show. And in
Okay.
Angelo, his new band is Dr. M.I.B in the Missing Links.
I didn't even
And he's
know
like
he had
playing
a new
keyboards
band.
and shit, right?
Dude, he plays the baritone with he plays the theremin. He plays his
What?
baritone
He
in
plays
the
the
theremin. He
theremin?
plays a baritone with a wah pedal, and the dude just
He plays a theremin with his cock.
dude.
I heard
he's
about
like,
that.
And he's like,
Hey,
he's
I mean,
Dr.
it is
Mad Vibe.
2021.
He's
Dr. Mad Vibe.
And
That's a
the
cool
Miss-
fucking name.
That is a cool
and
name.
it's like partial,
Hell
like
yeah.
Sly and the Family Stone, funkadelic.
Oh, I like that shit.
It's like punk. It's fucking ska. It's very dancing.
Man, I have to check
fucking
that out.
dance to
Fuck
it.
yeah, dude.
I'll be dancing this Saturday night to it in my full bed. But then I'm gonna play a show.
Yeah,
Is anybody? Are there any fans at all, or there's no fans? Like nobody can go and watch it.
Oh yeah, you can go and watch it. You just got to know about it.
Oh, you can
Well,
go live.
I
though.
know
Wear
about
your
it.
mask. though.
Wear the mask, social
Yeah,
distance,
'cause
it's
it's a
the
lot of
usual.
people
Okay,
there.
Yeah,
okay.
you don't
Not
want-
a lot
you
of
don't
people
want-
there,
you don't
but
want- yeah,
if you
yeah,
know
yeah.
about it, people come in and
No shit.
you're just kind of tucked in.
Old school Saugus
it's
is
tight.
representing right here.
Well,
Old school? Who's old school?
Tony DiStefano. What up, Tony? Kelly
We're also streaming
McCoy.
this on Facebook
Casey
Live,
Quinton.
so-
Well, Casey was more CC, but yeah.
on Aaron's Facebook Live.
Facebook
Aaron,
Live, yeah.
Aaron Punisher, right?
No, that's on Facebook. I'm just Aaron Michael Lavario.
Oh, duh. That's
Yeah,
right. I
that's
get
Instagram.
Instagram and Facebook.
That's
It all
Instagram.
gets so
Maybe
fucking
next time I'll do
confusing.
Instagram
Whatever.
or whatever.
Facebook Live off Instagram? Yeah, you can, huh?
I think so. I'm
They're the
not
same
sure.
company,
Or like
so I
yeah.
don't know how that works.
You can probably link it.
No,
I don't really know how to do all that shit. I'm not great with technical shit, but you know.
So before we went live here, we were talking about the old days, Men in Black. These guys are Men in Black right here. This is Men in
This was the original,
This is it.
the last 2/3
Cheers to
of
Men
the
in Black.
original incarnation of it.
yeah. We spent about an hour talking about a lot of that old
Fox
stuff.
Stoss and Martin Black.
Yeah.
Stoss. That's right. We
Without-
had full-on characters, names. We had backgrounds even.
Without you guys, I would have never got into playing live music
Nah,
for sure.
It was always within you, though, bro.
But I would have never done it because you guys, Rob dragged me on stage through you.
I know what
I'll
he's
tell you
saying.
right
It's
now,
like
you're
we
the-
just
how
helped
you
him out.
felt, it was because I saw Puchava, and I wasn't
Oh,
in
that's a good point.
Saugus that year. I wasn't in Saugus on that senior year, but
That's
I knew
right.
that you
You
guys
weren't
were
there
fucking
that year,
playing,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it pissed
Forget
me
it.
off to no extreme. I wanted to be up there. I wanted to play guitar. I'm like, ooh, those guys. I can play guitar better than at that time.
Dude, I wanted
and I
you-
knew Rob.
I
Me
wanted
and
you
Rob
to-
are jamming since 12 years old, dude.
I wanted you to be in Zero Star so bad, but that's a whole nother fucking
By the
thing.
way,
So seeing
what was
you
the
guys
name of that
motivated
band?
me at post high school.
What was I know the name of that band, but for the listeners and the watchers, let everybody know the name of that first band that you had. And Jason Sachs was in that too, right?
Screaming Fetus.
Screaming Fetus.
Wait. Screaming.
Yes.
Who was in Screaming Fetus?
James Reddick on bass.
Uh-huh.
Jason Sachs on rhythm, me, Botch, and Bubba on drums.
And who's
we
doing
had
vocals?
one
Dude,
show. We had
Screaming
one show.
Fetus turned into Puchava, basically. Because
Possibly.
I think they took...
Maybe
They took
yeah.
Big Tits.
Yeah.
They
And
took
which
the
I
name,
took.
right?
I took back
Big
from Pottymouth,
Tits.
dude. Well, we had a song called Big Tits in like seventh
Yeah,
grade, dude. Like me and
yeah.
Rob wrote a song, Big Tits. It's on our first It's on my first Pottymouth album. I reworked.
There's like a hardcore chorus with like gang vocals, right?
Big Tits. It's on the first Pottymouth album, but I never jamming that with Justin Scott and Glenn Derry.
That's what I'm saying.
I
because
have cassette recordings
When
of
I-
me and those two guys and me and Rob jamming. We were doing stupid silly songs.
When I joined the band, they said, yeah, we used to be called Screaming Fetus.
Well, I
Now
don't
we're
know
called
about that.
2020 Chaos. When I joined the band, they were called 2020
I
Chaos.
remember that name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then one day they came and said, no, we're called this now. And we were like,
PCSN.
yeah. Puchava Squeaking
And
Eagle.
wasn't that like some graffiti? Like
Yeah, they were
Homeboy
driving on
saw?
the freeway and they saw.
Yeah.
This is their story.
Yeah.
They saw graffiti and they just like they were big fans of the Pixies. And the
Yeah.
Pixies picked their
He was-
name
Yeah,
by
Frank Black.
Justin was huge on the Pixies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they picked
Yeah.
their name. The Pixies picked their name by opening up a dictionary blindly and setting their finger on something, and it was the Pixies, I guess.
I
That's
didn't
the way
know
the
that
stories
story.
go. So they
Wow,
kind of took
okay.
that and they said, okay, the next 4 pieces of graffiti we see is going to be the name of our band.
Pooh.
Pooh, Chava, Squeaky, Negro.
I thought y'all.
But that really fits. It
I thought y'all
flowed.
picked a name just like out of that. You know,
No,
you pick
man.
one word, you pick a word, you pick a word, and that's you guys kind of
No.
jumbled them together, and that's how it was formed. But
No.
see those little things I didn't know. I was aware of that band and watching you guys from afar because I kind of got thrown out of Saugus High School.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well,
What, junior year?
I was in between. I couldn't go to Bowman because I wasn't living with my family.
Oh,
The school
shit.
found out I wasn't living with my family.
that's
I was living with Jamie Goetz and his family.
Yeah. Because
And,
your mom and dad already moved out
They
to
already
the desert.
bolted out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wanted to finish my senior year.
Yeah.
But that summer, between 11th and 12th grade, was summer school. And, summer school became an issue because I was working a great job at age 16, 17. I kind of stopped.
You had that
going to
money
school,
rolling in.
Stopped going to,
Fuck school,
stopped going
make
to
money.
August, stopped going to summer school. So then they found out I wasn't living with my parents, and they were like, out. So my parents, you're fucking up. We try letting you do this by yourself. You fucked up. So I went home, finished it. You guys are doing it. So I finished my 12th grade year in like a continuation school in Palm Desert, where I got to see
Caius.
Wool, the Obsessed, Sons of Caius.
Oh,
Oh,
Sons of
shit.
Caius.
Sons of Caius.
Taking it way back.
Yeah,
Really?
this was 91. 92.
Wow,
Well,
wow,
maybe
wow.
it was Caius, but I got to see like 2
I
Jennasyde
never got to
gigs,
see him
bro,
live, dude.
And that
Me
year,
neither.
Never got
So
to
it
see
was
him
kind
live.
of a reason for
I
me
get
to
it.
get pulled away for that because my parents
Yeah.
still live in that town, Palm Desert, and the houses like Brant Bjork and all the Josh Homme,
Yeah.
desert rock scenes are all out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some good shit that came out of there, man. Some
fucking
real
great
stony
music.
stuff, you know.
Fuck yeah.
Real stony shit.
Really good shit.
Yeah.
There's members of Fu Manchu live out there too.
Oh, that makes
I remember
sense.
Fu
Fu
Manchu.
Manchu's fucking cool.
Yeah.
They got some cool shit.
I saw them with the whiskey at least 2 or 3 times.
But coming,
Sensei versus Sensei.
you guys are doing that.
Oh, wow. You know more than I do. You know the lyrics.
That's a cool, because that song, it belongs in Cobra Kai, dude. We were talking about Cobra Kai the
Yeah,
other day.
yeah, fuck yeah, we were.
Sensei versus Sensei. I don't know why they didn't use it for that show, dude. It's perfect. But anyways,
That's funny.
Somebody
That's
needs
crazy,
to know about
dude. I
that
didn't-
now. If
I
you're
didn't know
listening,
that-
find that out.
that you weren't there. Oh, fuck.
I didn't go to
That
Saugus
explains-
in 12th grade.
It's weird. The butterfly effect is so strong, dude. It's so strong.
Huge.
I came back though because
Huge.
you guys were all jamming, and I was like, I want to fucking jam, and I never really looked back since I've been living here, there, and everywhere, and since I've been like 17 and a half
I got
years old,
fucking,
dude.
I got
Yeah.
fucking
I never
fired from
went
that
home,
band, but
You got a what?
I got fired from that band.
PCSN?
Yeah.
But those were some good times, though, dude. Because honestly, for me, I didn't know shit about music. I came from like a
I
hip
didn't
hop
either, dude.
world.
No,
Like,
it really did.
I mean, I came from a hip hop world, and I knew about metal, I knew about hardcore, I knew about punk, but I didn't know about it until I started hanging out with you guys.
Well, Bubba was the I was
And watching everybody play their instruments, and I'm just sitting there going, "Fuck! I wish I want to contribute," but at the time, it just wasn't for me at the moment.
Rob saw it in you.
He
I
did.
told it to Brad.
He did. You're right,
Rob
bro.
saw it in you. He told it to me. Oh, this is the guy's gonna be your singer, and I was a little removed. I mean, I didn't decide what. I was just like, sure, if that's
Yeah.
how you feel. I mean, I never knew the guy to be in the
'Cause he
band,
knew I was a
but
rapper.
I liked your physical,
That's why.
your physical appearance.
Yeah.
I was like, he's huge, and I had no. Dude, I've known you since like '89. So
Fucking, we used to get-
whenever you
we
walked
used
into
to get
PE,
on,
dude,
we used to undress together in PE
I
right
met
next
this
to
guy
each
taking
other.
off my clothes, dude.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? I'm Jason.
he's
Hey,
a
I'm
new kid
Eric.
at school.
He got excited. I
He was a
understand.
new kid. Screw him all.
I've heard
What's
stories.
Up, man?
That's for another story,
I
actually.
go, who's
No.
this guy Travolta-looking fucking kid walking in the fucking gym room, dude? What's up? I'm Jason.
And who
and
would
that
have
was
known a
it.
few years later I would have been the singer for Men in Black, and we would have this thing that we
So
started
I knew
out
about
here,
you,
know?
but I was like,
Yeah.
he knew you
Yeah.
more because I was removed a little bit until I came back.
Well, he was
and
in-
you guys had your little relationship building, whatever.
Because we did
And that's what he's
theater,
all-
and he was in the band, so that
So
was a
when
whole
he
little
said
thing
that,
there.
and like I said, all our lives and where we were just were all collectively at the same mojo that was going on.
Yeah, bro.
We all just kind of, and that's what it exploded, and it was a great time.
Yeah.
It was a great time.
Fuck, it was great, dude.
It was awesome. To
One of
be,
the
like,
best times of my
watching-
life.
I'm not gonna sit here. It was awesome watching members of System of a Down at the crowd looking at us.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was excellent. It
Yeah.
was fucking great.
And
Yep.
them rocking out, like not just
And liking
watching
it,
us, like
yeah.
they really
Yeah.
enjoyed
Not-
watching us,
they
bro.
liked the band.
Yeah.
It was
Shout
really-
out to
Darren.
Darren.
Darren was.
Shout out to
the big one.
Chavo because I talked to him the most.
Yeah, I met Darren
You know?
in Amoeba like in 2004. And
Yeah,
he brought
you
this
told me
fucking
about
guy
that.
up.
Yeah, he did.
I'm like, hey man, we played a show with crickets. It was like an airplane looking.
Newhall,
Holy
Mike.
shit, crickets!
Dude, Newhall,
Holy
1997, bro.
Crickets 8th Street, bro.
Yeah, and I had that little apartment right across the
Avelino,
street.
dude.
Remember? And I had the fucking little studio apartment
Across
like
the street.
Melrose Place and shit, right across the street,
The little
bro.
fucking little
Yeah.
Melrose place.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
But
crickets!
yeah,
And we
he
all got
remembered
fucking
it.
smoked
He
out.
remembered Men in Black, and
Dude,
he
it was
asked
great.
me, "You still have that big singer, that big guy in your band?" I'm like, "Well, the band's not together anymore." I'm all, but he's.
What year was
at
this
that time-
again?
2004. They were huge by this.
Oh,
time. He was
dude,
he was
yeah.
just shopping at Amoeba, and it's like, "Hey man, I played a show with you like in '98 at this weird airplane looking."
And he remembered that shit.
I'm like,
I
we
think
weren't
that's still
masses.
there. I mean, I don't think it's
It's
it's obviously.
gone.
Oh, it's completely
It's
gone.
gone. Yeah, it's gone.
If you go
But the
there,
apartment
Oh,
complex
you know
across
what?
the street is
Fairly-
still there.
fairly recently.
It's like a
I
little
think they-
art house studio thing now.
Because when I had the shop
Yeah.
down there, it was there for a long time. But I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what. I'm sure it was like storage or something. But I
Yeah.
don't think it's there anymore. I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're
where
right.
he lived was.
They did all that
still there.
remodeling and shit down
It's
there.
crazy to watch like the stuff like back then. Crickets, Avelino, bro.
I never
Yeah,
played
we're
crickets,
being
but I
old
went to a
school,
bunch
guys.
of shows.
Facebook Live right here.
What we got?
Mike Taxoni, Kelly
Taxoni.
McCoy.
What's up, Tax Baloney?
Kelly McCoy.
Yep.
Oh, well, right on.
Taxoni, we were talking about you last week in your
Your
truck.
daughter's
You came
gonna have
up,
a
bro.
birthday like in a day or two. Kelly McCoy. She's gonna be 20 years older.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Scott and Kelly's daughter is gonna be like having a birthday like tomorrow. I want to say.
Oh, that's right. Is she 20 now? Kyla's 20?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's what happens.
And Scotty
flies,
turned 50
man.
today. Happy birthday, Scotty.
Happy birthday, Scott Hill
Scotty Hill.
and Jim Haas.
I don't know if
Absolutely.
you ever really hung out with Scott, Brad.
Dude, I'm bad with names, man. I know Jim Haas though. It's Jim Haas's birthday today.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
It's his
fuck
birthday
it. If he
too.
sees this for
Happy
some reason,
birthday,
happy
Haas.
birthday, dude. I think he was with jamming with Bubba before anybody.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. He would
Yeah,
be
they
the
did their
first.
whole like kind of sunset glam. Shout out to you wherever you're at.
You told, there was a stain in the carpet of the
Oh
band
no.
room, dude.
Okay, I got you. Oh, you know what? I think I've heard
That
these.
was an epic story. That was an epic
And then there
story
was
that went on for years.
Bubba's mom had like a, you know, they had like those old, what are those old cars like with the fucking the station
Like a station
wagons.
wagon.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
mom
yeah,
had a station
yeah.
wagon. There was a
Yeah.
stain in the station wagon too from that. fucking
Those guys left their mark apparently.
It was a Jim Haas. It was a
shit.
Jim Haas. Rob Gomez sandwich. Let's just say, dude.
Holy
And there was like the stains. The girl left stains.
Dude,
Yeah,
that is
fucking
so.
Taxoni.
Edit her
perfect.
name out.
Oh, we can edit out whatever you want.
We can edit shit out.
I just don't want
Whatever.
the fucking like you were saying that some of these girls don't deserve that shit 30 years later.
Yeah.
Well, we're not really talking ill of them. We're just telling
No.
what happened.
Yeah.
I'm
You
just
know,
telling it from the
that's all it is,
the
bro.
Bubba side. And when I
We
heard
weren't, it's
stains,
not like you were there, right?
No, I wasn't there.
Or maybe you were.
Or was I? I don't know.
Do me a favor, move a little closer to that mic there, just so.
move a little closer.
I turned you up a little bit,
With
but
every extra try. I don't
it's,
know where
nobody.
that
That's a
came
brand new mic, so.
Did you buy
nobody's-
this just for this?
Well, yeah, because we planned on having guests anyways, so like this
cool.
works, you know.
Yeah,
That's-
Cricket System of a Down. You remember that shit,
Crickets.
bro?
I've also
Yep.
played Men in
Who's that?
Black. Played
Taxoni,
with
he
Static
remembers.
X.
Tax Zone. We were talking
Yeah.
about
Static
Tax's
X.
It was
truck.
just
Yeah.
static. I had
Yeah,
bought
they
their-
didn't put the X in there
Yeah,
yet.
it wasn't
That's
static.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got their cassette. It's like a 3-song demo, dude. I got even the System of a Down demo. It's
You
like,
still
it's like a
have all
cassette.
those?
Yeah, it's like a dude all tied up. with
God, I
tape.
wish I would've
It's all-
been-
It's a System of a Down. He's all tied up with
That's
tape and shit. It's
right,
like a
yeah.
I
3-song
missed the
demo,
whole
dude.
Static X thing. I think that was.
It was static. We played
Yeah,
with
I
them.
think I was.
I
That
have
was when
that
I was gone.
both
When I wasn't
shows
around.
on-
97, I think.
My
right?
dad
That's soon.
filmed both of those shows at Crickets.
I had moved to Riverside, I think, at that point, or something. You know what? I don't know. Who fucking knows?
Yeah, but then you just moved back next year to Palmdale.
I don't know, man. I moved so many times. I get confused when I was
Same,
where.
dude.
I remember Brad in the Zero Star Quartet was really heavily playing like 96, 97. Was it 96, 97?
That was 95. We
95.
only played 2 shows. Like we weren't even really barely a band, to be honest.
Didn't really
played 2
practice a
shows.
lot, but really like,
Never practiced.
and this is not a knock on him, but like we didn't really practice that much either with M.I.B. because it was kind of
kinda
hard
came.
to.
Well,
Well, we would
We
have.
were all young too.
We
but
would do
like,
a show, and then we would kind of
you
like
know.
it would kind of like would get shelved, and then all of a sudden,
Right.
out of nowhere, like we
Come back
decide to
again.
play a show.
Yeah,
and we practice
yeah.
like 2 times, but we'd never really fleshed out the songs in the first place.
And then
so it
you
was
play the
like-
show, but you don't jam again for like 3 more months.
It
or
was really
something.
in
Yeah.
like in the process. It was very punk rock. It wasn't punk rock sounding, but like the process was super punk rock. Just show up and didn't know what the fuck we were doing.
Everything's punk rock,
Fuck
based.
everything up and
I will say it was
You know?
easier, admittedly, to live with your band at that time because
Oh,
you
yeah,
had
for sure.
everyone's
Oh,
attention,
shit, yeah.
the energy, all
Yeah.
collectively in
Oh,
the same
yeah.
under the same roof.
Yeah.
We all
You got
worked
it.
together and shit at one point.
But having
Yep.
all the
Huffy.
band members
Oh
just
yeah,
hanging
that's
out,
right. You guys were at Huffy. I remember
Huffy
that.
service first.
Building bikes.
Yep.
These guys
Taxoni.
had the job. Oh, wait, Taxoni had it.
I think he did it for like maybe a couple months.
Yeah. And then got Rob in, and Rob got you in,
I
and
did
then
it
you
for
guys
5
got
years.
me in. But I was more like an assistant. Like, here, hand me a screwdriver.
Yeah.
Hand me a nut and bolt.
I see something wrong and I fix it with my hands. You remember that?
I do.
You'd hear that lyric and
I
you'd
do.
think Huffy, dude.
I do.
It's an Anthrax song.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's that was your.
Yo, when I hear that lyric, I think I'm working for Huffy.
I remember you guys used to do that with Phil and Salmo
Oh,
all the
that was
time
so
too.
good.
You would say,
Oh.
you would just start singing random shit in the room like Phil and Salmo.
Hey, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Really extend the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a million and one
Fuck,
jokes
man.
from the past that we've all like, especially from some
Oh,
of the,
man.
to some of the characters we've grown up with.
Oh my God, we were all characters, dude.
Yeah, we all were.
We
We're
still
nutty,
are.
nutty bunch.
What do you mean we're? We still are.
Yeah.
This never dies. We're for life.
Well, we don't all hang out as much, right?
Por vida.
Well,
You know?
some people you hang out with where you don't see often, it's like time is removed when you do see them.
Yeah. That's why I'm with everybody. It's weird.
I don't see a lot of people. People
No.
think I see a lot of people. I'm kind of a hermit. I'm very
You like your
Because of
me
the-
time, Botch. I know that.
well, the isolation
And I get it.
is a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, it is.
I have a problem of wanting to leave my house, but then I know nothing's going to happen. I'm not going to see anyone. And I don't see anyone anyway, to be honest with you, and that's fine.
it's a different time.
It's really
now.
me and my vinyls. I'm really a hermit, dude. I listen
Yeah.
to records, I play guitar.
Oh, you got a
or-
lot of vinyl?
Or I
don't
just
have
go
much.
do
I got a little
the
bit.
rock and roll band thing. And I don't
Yeah.
hang out. I'm like, a lot of people in Hollywood don't like the fact that I don't hang out often. I don't,
Yeah,
do, I
that's a
don't do the
problem.
Hollywood thing. I'm like in and I'm out, dude, because I never really got into that.
Well, who wants to
whole-
be in fucking Hollywood anyways? I was just
Well,
down there
it's
today. I
very-
get it.
Oh, right now, yeah.
Fucking shithole.
They need to clean that shit. Oh, we were going to talk about it.
We were, yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
fucking
When are we
city.
gonna
Big
have
time.
fucking shows again, man? Like when are you gonna be allowed to go to
In California. Or
pick
just
a club.
anywhere.
Pick a club. The Troubadour, the whiskey,
That's
I don't
it.
e- Is that all that's left?
I
The
want
Mayan
to say the
Theater.
Troubadour may have been sold, dude.
Yeah.
I did hear
heard
something about that, but they're
Why-
gonna still do music, is what I heard.
Well, it might be some. Well,
So it's not Doug Weston's Troubadour anymore.
It might be someone.
Oh, they
someone
probably
else's
bought the
Troubadour.
name too,
Yeah,
right?
probably buy the
It's
name.
probably still Doug Weston's Troubadour.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know.
I hope so,
We could
just to
Google it.
keep that old like Hollywood feeling.
The
you
whiskey
know?
and the rocks here, the last really 2 months. I think Viper Room's gone as much too.
I think they're still there.
They need to open pretty soon, or there's gonna be
But-
nothing left, man.
I'm surprised these places have been able to hang on as long as they've been able to. I mean, all those places we played and hung out
Oh, let's check their calendar.
every week, basically.
It's blank.
When we were younger, you know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was.
that was the one club I never.
Oh wait,
played.
they got something booked
Troubadour?
in May.
That's the one club. I
played
want to
it
say they
once
do podcasts
with my rap rock band
I
in
want to say
2000.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
I want to say
Oh, I
the
think
Bill
Burr.
Burr.
Yeah, he
does his
operates out of there.
Yes.
You're right.
He's off the
he does.
Troubadour.
Yeah, he
So
does.
They probably just have people to come in there and do what get on the mic or their show.
Dude, you know who I saw there 2 years ago was Limp Motherfucking Biscuit. Because shout out to John Otto, my boy, the drummer.
John Otto.
He got me on the guest list. And I brought my buddy Jimmy that I work with. And the sound in the Troubadour is fucking amazing, dude. Not to
Yeah, they
mention
do
there
have
was
good-
rock stars
they do have
everywhere.
good sound. I
Marilyn
never played it,
Manson,
but
Billy Corgan.
I saw a lot of bands
Sid
there.
from fucking Slipknot was like right in front of me.
Yeah.
Mike
Saw the
Muir
Melvins there. That
was
was
right next to
incredible.
me. Yeah, it was cool. It was a good time. Troubadour, never had a bad time with Troubadour.
Yeah. It's kind of weirdly set up. Like you walk in and it's like everything's side. I don't know.
To the side.
It is to the side. It's
I've seen
It's
Neurosis
different.
there at least 3 times.
really.
Dude,
Yeah.
oh god, I fucking can't
I've
believe I
seen
missed
them
the
at
whole.
least there 3 times. I've seen Neurosis a lot in the 90s because I tell you, those guys were road dogs.
They're gonna
They
go
were
down with
always
like
on
all
tour.
those other bands that they better tour again because
Oh, they will.
if I don't get to fucking see them, they will. You're right.
They will. It's
Dude,
just
they're gonna
When,
have
though?
to if you
So
think
when?
about it.
Guess
When-
when do you think you'll be able to go to a
I think this is a 5-year plan. This whole pandemic. Dude.
holy? Well,
Well, I mean, it's 5 years.
then there won't be anything
you
left.
I don't think it's gonna be that long for
No,
bands,
no,
but I
it'll
know
be
what
open
you're
to
saying.
anything left.
But I think this
Yeah.
whole thing is just going to take a 5-year thing. It's going to be a 5-year event. For us.
How, though? Like, we
But,
were talking about it last
It'll start
time,
opening
like-
up probably like maybe 2022, end of 2021.
Jesus Christ.
There's a vaccine rollout. People.
Well,
take their
everybody's gonna have the
shots.
opportunity
Well-
to have the vaccine by May,
That's what they say. Yeah,
That's what they say.
but
yeah they're supposedly
There's
mandatory
gonna
by
be
July,
opposition.
right? That's just from what I saw. Now, do I know that to be fact? I don't know.
So you
Do
think
any
they're
of us
gonna?
know
So you
that
think
be
they're gonna
fact?
have it like prove that you're vaccinated and you can go to a show at the True
Give me
North?
your papers.
It's quite
Pretty
possible.
much.
I mean, like, look, if you don't take your shots, I mean, there's nothing right now that's on the books. But if you want to think about things, go deep
Well,
in
we're
the tunnel.
We're about to move orange. We're about to move to orange tier,
If
which
you
is even
don't
more
get your
open.
vaccinations, and if the society deems
is-
it, you're not, then yeah, you're gonna have to probably live in a different community of some sort.
There's going to be a
Move
bunch
to
of
Texas.
people that are going to go like rogue, like a motherfucker.
You're gonna have.
Well, that's
to.
what
They're
I'm
going to go
trying-
to the mountains.
So I'm
dude.
You're
trying to
gonna
think if this was
Yeah.
going on, if this had been going on in a year, and it was say
be living like cavemen
Men in
and
Black
shit.
days, right?
Yeah.
Are you trying to tell me we wouldn't have fucking pulled out a generator and gone out into the and fucking had a show?
I would love to do that.
I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that people haven't played during the pandemic.
Oh, okay. So that's going
I'm
on.
not gonna sit.
People are doing
Yeah,
generator parties and
people-
shit.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to run-
garage parties
Dude,
are
I've
coming
seen
back.
some
Oh,
shit.
good, man.
Yeah, there's
I'm not gonna
you
put
just
people
gotta
on
be
blast.
invited to them.
Yeah.
It's
because
come.
these
No,
people,
I don't know anybody. I know
Well,
you.
you just
You
gotta
gotta
be-
let me know.
Anywhere out of LA, bro. Honestly,
Yeah.
you go down
Ventura.
south, Orange County,
Yeah.
Ventura,
A lot of
there's
parties
shows
out there,
happening.
man. people in
Yeah.
the garages.
But nothing in LA.
But you just got to know.
Not that I've heard
So
of.
LA is just gonna not have
It's
live entertainment
dude.
ever
It's
again.
fucking Mad Max, bro, down in LA.
I haven't
bro.
been down there. I should go down there and just
It's
check
Mad
it out.
Max.
Wear
bro.
your mask.
Well, I do
Wear
wear. I wear a
gloves.
mask. I
Wear
wear a
two
mask.
of them.
Wear gloves, dude.
Yeah.
Wear the shield too, bro.
Wear a fucking
With, like, a Green Bay
body,
Packer
wear
logo?
wear a body condom, like Naked Gun.
I practice safe sex. So do I. Next scene. Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're dumb.
Love that. Love all three
Anyways.
of those movies.
I barely
Same,
remember.
dude.
For some reason, I remember that,
It was a
and I
fun
remember
scene.
OJ was in them.
OJ was in all of them.
Yep.
Meanwhile,
Probably-
he was doing all kinds of shady
was cutting
fucking
his head off.
shit.
Nicole,
Yeah.
I heard you be fucking my friends. And he cuts her head, dude. Or at least tries to attempt to cut
And
his
then
head.
kills
and
her
the
dude.
glove don't fit.
must
If the
quit.
glove don't fit, you must equit.
Holy
That's right.
shit.
Right? Johnny Cochran, rest in peace.
Oh, you're gonna get so much flack, dude, with me on this fucking thing.
Fuck it. Who
I don't
cares?
care. We don't. Dude, we're not worried about anything.
We
We're
had
not
a
worried about
talk
it.
last night and today, dude. Like, we don't give a shit.
No.
And that's what
Dude.
this podcast is going to be about. It might even be called the We Don't Give a Shit podcast.
We don't give a
Something.
shit. Well,
Something along those
you don't
lines.
want to have.
I mean, we give a shit. That's.
You give a shit. You
I
have
just-
to give a shit.
yeah.
But I mean, you're not here to.
But what do we give a
personally-
shit
we're not just
about?
trying to say shit to be like.
And it's not the alcohol
You're
talking.
not trying
either.
to-
No,
hurt
we're
anyone.
not trying to, and we're not trying to say shit to just be provocative. Like we're just speaking our minds, and if people don't agree, that's okay.
We're just being
when
real
did
dudes
everybody
like
have
we
to
normally
agree?
are.
When did that happen? Why do we all have to agree on everything?
We shouldn't.
Why is it what like?
I think it's healthy to disagree.
Fuck yes, it is. That's what debate
Yeah,
is
but
about.
what it
there's-
should be.
But there's all new, like there's like a new wave of if you don't agree. It's a hive mind collective.
I know it's a fucking problem.
is.
It's hard to break. If
Hive
you don't
mind.
have the,
There's
you
that
have
word.
to break away from it.
Yeah.
You have, and
Yeah.
if you break away from it, it's like you take that red pill. It's hard to go back.
Yeah.
The genie does not go back in that bottle, dude. So it's like if you are, I don't like the word woke, but if you're aware and if you like,
I prefer that.
if you were ever like in your,
Yeah.
just you feel aware, you just know something's not right.
Yeah.
But if you don't join the collective, you're gonna be admonished and ostracized and impugned and laughed at.
But let's
it
face it.
happens all the time. You look at the social media.
What was the?
I've
Oh,
lost
man.
friends. Long-time friends, dude, that I don't
Yeah.
talk to anymore, and I'm sure
I'm
we
not
all
on that
have
shit
them,
anymore.
dude.
I'm not on Facebook anymore. So
It's
good luck finding
divided
me.
the world. And
Divide
when did
and
it all
conquer.
start? It all
The plan is
started
one.
when everyone social media on the fucking
Yeah.
internet is when it started.
Yeah.
You didn't see the stuff when you had MySpace.
No.
MySpace was great. It was my profile with my likes, with the bands that I like, and my
I
friends.
barely even remember what it looks like.
It was just
It
a
was so
layout.
long.
It was just a profile layout.
Yeah.
It was
That's
much
And you
more
could play
about
music,
It was
right?
much more about you.
It was a
Like,
profile
Yeah,
layout,
right.
and
I
really
don't know.
nothing more.
and everybody
And there
actually,
wasn't a feed of everybody
There was-
else's shit.
But
right?
actually, everybody
From what I
moved to
can
Facebook
remember.
because Facebook was even more stripped down when it first started.
Yeah.
It was nothing. It was just you just had your wall, and that was it.
I think I remember that.
But once the public,
And then it
Forums
slowly
started.
and now it's basically MySpace without all the backgrounds and shit.
Yeah.
Only even worse.
But
Well,
there's-
now it's just
it's
very
divisional.
heavily controlled.
it's
that-
divisional.
I don't know.
You see the division.
Well,
I
some-
say red.
Algorithms.
Brad says blue.
Everything became binary, man. Everything's
Yeah.
a 1 or a 0. Like that doesn't even make any fucking sense. We're not computers, dude. We're allowed to have something besides up or down, yes or no. Like there's in betweens, and that's the problem is we're not allowed to talk about that. But
We should be allowed,
Well,
but they're trying to.
What was the scene
get rid
like?
of
What was
that.
what was the rock scene like before COVID? Because I know where it was 10 years ago or 8 years ago.
No,
Whatever
no,
it was.
because we talked last week, and you've been kind of out of it for
Yeah.
a few years. I'll let you take that. I'll let you start. What do you think?
I was really fucking active. I had a bunch of shows canceled in all my bands. I had a show at the Viper Room. I had 4 shows coming up in Pottymouth and Vegas and a bunch
No
of shows.
shit.
Yeah, I had all
So it
sorts
was
of
starting
shit
to
canceled.
come back, kind of.
Well, nothing was going. Life is as we knew it. It
Yeah.
was just another year for me, booking shows. Trying to spin plates, living in LA.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I welcomed. I
hustle.
took the pandemic positively, dude.
Right.
I needed to have everything stop because I didn't like where my band was or how they sounded or our last show. I was like, it needed to happen because I wrote really cool music for myself. And my head and my heart's different now.
Right.
What
Yeah.
I leave behind is important to me now.
Yes.
Not that anything I've ever done in the past it had no heart.
No.
There's just things. I'm a different person now.
Yeah.
And
It's all changed.
It was a nice reflection.
changed.
It was a nice reflection
Right.
period.
And
Yeah.
it probably did it for everyone.
Yeah.
It was, but it made me want to go to a show really fucking bad.
I don't have that itch,
yeah.
dude.
Oh my
I don't have
God.
that itch. Like, I gotta play a show.
I would go drive
I
and see
want
a
to
show
play
right
a
fucking
show.
now.
As far as going to a show, I've been to 1,000 fucking shows, so I don't really miss that.
Yeah.
I want to play a fucking show.
Well, that too.
I played a show recently and
my
it felt
thing.
great. I was playing bass, wasn't really my respective instrument, but it was fun.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was just like anything else for me. I'm gonna play the show, so you make a couple rounds and quietly escape.
Yeah.
That's me, dude. I duck out, dude.
It's like
Yeah.
Travolta in Pulp Fiction. You can go home.
It was like any
you're gonna
other-
jerk off, and you're gonna go to sleep,
It was like any other fucking show, really.
or something like that.
I've been playing so
I forget what the line
I've been
is.
active. I never quit, dude. I've seen
Right.
people quit music and come back. I've never really quit. I helped too many fucking people.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
I
guys
really
both. You
do.
guys both never fucking
never
stopped,
stopped.
man.
I've taken breaks here and there.
But for what's
never-
your longest break?
Oh shit, dude.
This.
Yeah. Well, before this.
I've been active though. That's the thing. It's like I've still been writing, been
But
recording with
playing
Billy.
live. What's the
but
longest?
playing live shows.
Yeah.
The last show I played was summer of 2019.
Oh, so it had
So,
been
like, May or
so it had been
June.
a little bit already.
Yeah, so we're going almost 2 years of actually
So
playing
you're
live.
a little
Yeah.
fiending then.
Yeah,
you
oh
got
yeah,
that itch.
I'm ready.
I got
literally-
the 10-ish year itch, dude. I'm
Got
telling
that
you.
feeling. You know what I
I've
mean?
never done that because it's always within me. I don't know. Not that I need to be in front of people. I have noticed. I'm not an egocentric.
No,
or
it's
I
not
don't
about
need
that
Not
at
about
all.
that.
I never cared if
I
there's
It's
don't
on
five.
the art end of
I
it.
never
don't
cared
need
how many
that
people were
either.
even at the shows.
I just like to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
all.
like to
That's
play
all we
in-
do it for, anyways.
It's just it's like any art. It's just an expression, right? But it's an expression where it is a lot better when there's people, right? Like doing a live show on YouTube or whatever.
So
It's probably not the same, I would imagine.
No, it's not
You
the
know?
same.
It's not
definitely
Sarah.
not the same.
It's not.
It's not that Sarah.
It's not that Sarah.
No, no. It's Scotty Sarah.
Scotty Sarah. Oh, his
Yeah,
girlfriend.
Sarah Cook. Yeah.
Drinking tequila tonight.
You know what I did want to talk about as far as the music goes is like what's really happening in like our scene, whether it's doom or hardcore, punk, metal, thrash, whatever
Say
you want to
rock,
call it.
I guess, right?
Metalcore.
Hard
I don't
rock,
really like
whatever.
genres for me.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
for me.
that's why I just say kind of rock because there's
Just rock.
There's way too many
Rock,
fucking
metal.
genres. I can't
There's
get
so
it all
many
straight.
bands out there.
There's a
bro.
lot of bands and there's a lot of good shit out there that doesn't get noticed. But then
not going to
there's a
either.
lot of good shit, there's a lot of okay stuff that's just it's overpopulated and oversaturated. So
There's also formula now.
Yeah.
Metal has a formula.
radio,
All these
Sirius
genres
XM.
have formulas.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah.
If you want to get on a radio, it's a real crazy.
What radio?
formula.
What radio?
Oh,
like
There's
where?
terrestrial radio, but I mean,
Sirius
there's what's
XM.
right
Not out here.
It's
What-
pop and hip hop.
Jose Mangan, bro. He
What
does
is
liquid metal
On what?
on Sirius XM.
No. We're
Yes,
talking terrestrial.
Yeah,
Oh,
nothing-
terrestrial.
It's just your
Yeah.
basic dinosaur stations.
Out
dude.
here, there is shit.
KLOS.
Like, how could there not be a fucking rock station?
K
out
Rock
there?
was the closest thing to
KLOS
it. and they
plays
fucking-
90s, I guess,
Like
I
a year
heard.
ago, they're done.
Who?
K Rock, no more.
K-Rock, yeah.
Yeah,
K
they're
Rock's
done.
gone?
Yeah.
They
But
were-
they haven't been playing
they
rock
were
music
gone
in like 15
5
years.
They're
years.
probably on the internet. or
They've been
something,
gone
right?
for 5 years. They're playing wank shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
They
K-Rock,
formed
like
K-Rock
Panic
for
at
me
the
is
Disco
more
and
like,
shit like
80s
that.
and 90s.
Yeah.
Millennium.
early 90s.
That's when it was good, dude. 80s.
Well,
and
I was
90s.
into that stuff. I don't listen,
Yeah.
like now I don't listen to that stuff
No.
really. Some of it, I still like some of the what I guess you would call grunge and stuff. Like I love Alice in Chains.
I remember the Pirate Radio
But-
100.3. You brought that up yesterday.
I know. I don't remember if I
100.3.
remember it right,
No,
but
yeah, it's. Well, I think
is
it's
it pretty close?
100.3.
No, I meant the like how it was all
Pirate Radio. I fully
free
remember.
and all that stuff.
That was a good time. that was a
And
good
they
time
have
to be.
long-ass commercials, too.
It's a good time to be living in LA because
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
the musical climate and the industry was fucking glowing, dude.
Yeah.
Bands, the late '80s, our generation, the late '80s, early '90s. It was like it was like the lake was open for fucking bands, and
Yeah.
whole like
It just
scene-
oozed talent, bro.
you had
Even the 2000s, though, there was, I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
But
they
that's
went
when
on,
it
and
ended.
then when
It
did
ended.
when did it end?
I would say it ended.
Probably like late 2000s, I want to say.
Yeah.
And then we kind of did our thing
2010-ish.
up here, like with Character Assassins. And I know we played some shows with you guys too. But we'd go out to Ventura. We'd go to Vegas. We went
Yeah.
up north to like Fresno and Visalia. We went to, where the fuck else did we go? Rancho Cucamonga, Riverside. So we kind
There
of
was a
like
big
were
scene out
starting
there. I
to,
lived out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we wanted to get out of the LA scene. And
you have to.
I've always had a love-hate relationship with LA.
Yeah.
Born and raised here. I love it for the landscape. I love it for the ocean, the mountains, whatnot, for the history, the cultural
Weather's
impact.
fucking great, man.
Weather's great. A lot of beautiful women.
Can't beat the
A lot of
weather.
talented
Women, dude.
people.
Oh, yeah, that too, because the
So
weather.
much
But where it's
tang.
at now, good lord, this place, it's almost unrecognizable. Dude.
Right now, yeah, because since the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to figure out when, because like rock music, it became really like not underground, but I mean it wasn't like there were new bands coming out that were selling out, you know, huge ass fucking places, right? For
It's
the most
usually
part,
like
I mean-
the novelty bands, the classic
it
bands.
was more like mid-sized, like you would see stuff at the Palladium, say.
Yeah, Palladium, Mayan Theater,
right? Ventura Theater,
Ventura for sure.
but it's not like, you know, there was no Metallica or there was no
Metallica played the
Pantera or there
Fonda.
was no. But I mean, a new
Shit
bands
like that. Right,
I mean, new
right.
bands like that where they were fucking everybody knows their name.
No,
like-
dude, I think it's social
you know.
media kind of killed all that.
But see, and that's what I don't understand because you could put anything out anywhere now with social media. So
It's a
You can
blessing
put
and
it
a curse.
out.
is
It's
it
a
the
blessing
young?
and a curse,
Is
like
it the
we were saying,
younger
exactly.
You
generation?
can reach a lot
doesn't-
more people, but you got to play on the fucking computer, dude.
Yeah.
They used to have
You have to
department.
delve into that world.
The record label had departments of people working for the band.
Right.
Yeah.
Advertising, marketing, your engineer, recording. You know, they had a manager. You try to get you into magazines. Now you got to do it all yourself, dude.
Yeah.
And that's just the facts.
Yeah.
Right.
And you could be lazy about it because there's a lot of bands out there that are proving me wrong because they're they have a lot.
Well,
more
there's
fans,
still a little faction of like
but
with
they're
what
not
I
kicking
do.
down doors. There's
No.
It's different. Now, you have no video channel for them.
No,
Regardless of what you feel about MTV,
MTV needs to come back.
it helped.
something like
fucking
that.
It really
helped
did.
Come
When
back.
did MTV stop playing music?
Late 90s or
Because
late
System of a
90s.
Down and stuff
95.
like that was on there,
It
right?
became a reality channel. Like,
And
in
it
the
still
middle
is.
of
I'm trying to
the
think.
millennium,
Yeah.
like 16 and
But
pregnant.
when
Yeah.
did it? Maybe
lot of
that's
that
when it
shit,
kind of
right.
got tougher for rock bands to become global. I mean, I'm not. You can still become global.
There was this one
But-
channel called Fuse, and they
Oh,
used
yeah,
to
I remember
have.
that.
Do you remember that chick?
Yeah, yeah.
Was it Juliana? Julia.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
remember the name of
It's
the.
Julia.
She had a
DJ,
show.
but-
I want to say weekly or a couple times a week. I don't remember. Fact checkers.
Well,
figure
it's
it
like
out.
so. It's like it went back to the '80s when you had Friday night videos. Right?
Yeah,
before
dude.
MTV.
Oh, and you know what? I think
Or
even
Flight, what
after
was it? Friday
that,
Night Flight or whatever the
Night
fuck. it was.
Flight.
Night Flight. That's what it
Night
was.
Flight.
USA.
Yeah.
I used
My
to
brother
watch
used to
that
tape.
stuff.
My
Night
brother
Flight,
used
I
to
remember
tape shit
that.
off of there.
They played all
Yeah.
sorts of crazy good stuff.
Yeah, they'd play Killing Joke, and then they'd play like Duran Duran. It was a trip.
Oh wow.
They played like
Yeah,
all
yeah.
sorts of like not just music, but they had like short cartoons or interviews, and so it was just really a cool.
I bet
like,
that shit's
late
on
night-
YouTube. I bet you can
Oh,
go back
it's
and watch
definitely
that.
there. It's definitely there. Well, I know Josta from Hatebreed was doing a revival of Headbangers Ball from like 03 to 07 maybe.
Yeah.
And then after that, like I think that's pretty much when it was like, we're done.
There's no money for rock music in this industry.
Not
and
in
the
this
industry's
country.
different.
But are kids picking up instruments? That's what I'm wondering.
They are.
Yeah,
I just heard an interview today.
I was at Guitar Center
and they
today,
pick
there
them
were
up,
kids there.
and
Yeah,
they're fucking
right.
virtuosos, bro.
Well, they learn. Yeah, they teach themselves
Morello's
online.
You
now.
got
kids play guitar.
9-year-old kids who are like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this down, and I've been playing
Yeah.
for like 30. But these
Drummers.
kids, they're like
Yeah,
savant
right.
kids, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got to think they have all these tutorial videos, YouTube.
They have all the
all
avenues
this
and the tools to
crazy
be able to
music that
access
they're
it.
growing up with.
So maybe it's
Yep.
just all disjointed right now, and it just needs somebody needs to like figure out a way to like.
It'll go back to what it used to be because like I was talking with Billy, my producer, and he really feels because he has conversations with all his band guys and everybody
Oh,
that
yeah.
he knows, right?
Come back and it'll be.
He thinks it's going to be like we were saying, like the Roaring '20s, dude.
I hope so.
You know,
but,
where
but
people
there's
are
got
just
to
like
but the bands.
on
But
11.
A
there's got to be
revolutionary
somewhere to
league.
play. for that to happen.
Yeah.
You think there's going to be like a revolutionary point in music again, like in the
That's
80s?
what I'm thinking.
In the 80s,
Well,
that's what
was
I'm hoping.
American hardcore.
Yeah.
I mean, the 80s were, let's say, not just American hardcore music, but in California or across America. But I mean, the 80s had a very cultural time in music, whether it was new wave,
Punk,
punk,
for sure.
Punk
pop.
like a motherfucker.
I mean, even
Yeah.
the pop songs
Punk
were
and
huge.
grunge are similar in the way that they popped.
The ethics,
if you
Yeah.
think about it.
the ethics were.
Yeah.
But the way they popped, like all of a sudden out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was the second.
Early
second
80s
Everybody,
punk.
everybody that wasn't playing those was like, "What's going on?"
It was
Early
the
90s.
answer.
Yeah,
You
right.
know?
It was the answer to
Hell
over
yeah.
excess.
Yes.
Because look at the poofy hair bands. It was over excessive.
So it should be
Those
coming.
guys were spending like budgets that were astronomical.
That's
just for
payola
these
shit,
videos
too, right
or
there.
these
Yeah.
recordings, dude.
Yeah.
And that's the over excessiveness.
That's when they were getting the $1
industry.
million record deals, and they
And the
had
grunge was
300
the
grand
answer.
to make a video.
And even that became a formula.
That's
and
why
how
I'm
many
hoping-
bands jumped on that?
I'm
wagon?
hoping some of this heavier, neurosis type stuff, doom, whatever you want to call it, sludge,
Music from the
whatever.
heart, dude.
Heavy
I'm
metal,
hoping that
music
that's
from
what's
the
gonna
heart.
people are gonna be.
Beautifully said.
I'm hoping people are gonna be looking for that. All right.
I think so.
I don't even know about hoping. I just think that's what's naturally going to happen because people are going
I
to be
think
like,
so. What do you guys think? Facebook Live. We're gonna do a little like poll here. Why not? Like, what do you guys think as far as like metal and just any kind
Hard
of music,
rock,
really?
it,
Hard
like-
rock that
I
isn't
don't know.
already popular. Like, we're not talking about country
There's
and
a lot
pop.
of bands still
anything
out
with a
there.
distortion pedal, really.
Anything with distortion pedal, maybe even
When's
some
the
screaming
distortion pedal
lyrics
coming
and
back?
some controversial lyrics. What do you
or the
guys
fuzz
think?
pedal or whatever.
There's bands out there, man. There's plenty of
No, I
shows
know, but I'm
out
just
there.
saying, like,
you just got to know it.
There's
You're
a
not.
lot of shows.
None
in
of
the
us are
middle part of
20
the country.
anymore.
Yeah,
we don't
that's
have
true.
our thumb on the pulse of the cool things.
That's true.
But there's a lot of there's a lot of thrash metal in East Los Angeles.
yeah.
Yes, there is.
There is a ton of like East LA thrash, dude.
And there's a
Really?
lot of kids,
Hardcore.
dude.
Yeah,
For
a
my
lot of
job,
kids.
I'll go to Best Buy
But
sometimes.
you're not. Neither am I, dude.
Yeah.
But I'm not seeing like. I
There's
guess I'm, like
nothing
you say, I'm not
kicking
on
down
the
the
pulse.
door.
I don't
when
even
I
know where
was
to
at
find
Best
it.
Buy in Northridge,
I guess now you got to search for it yourself. You
Yeah.
got to I got to find
Or
it.
who
It's
you
like
know.
a treasure
Or
hunt.
dude, I
you
had a
know.
conversation at Best Buy the other day with this kid who's like 21, 22 years old, and he was thrashing basically to fucking kill them all.
It's
Nice.
good. There is.
And I'm like, that's badass. I walked in there and immediately I'm like,
Could you,
dude, that's
could you imagine if you
die
were
by the sword.
if you were 16 in high school and you were shut in your house for a year, you'd be ready to fucking blow the doors off some
Rage,
shit, dude.
bro.
Dude, my couch would be so
Rage.
fucking hammered with my cock.
We're
That's
not
it.
going to edit that out, by the way. We're leaving that. That's
Yeah,
priceless.
but I mean, that makes
Hammered with.
I bet we're gonna have a
You
lot
guys
of,
mentioned that on your last show that these
What's that?
kids.
Yeah.
This year has been really traumatizing mentally
Holy
for these
fuck,
kids.
man.
When things somewhat resume normal, they're like I said, there's almost like a damaging effect to it. Like there might
Like a
it's-
carryover, like maybe that's
They
going to
might
fuck
not
them
wanna
up.
go
It's gonna be
out.
like
Or
girls
they're
at a
gonna
Christian
want-
school. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Or,
when they
yeah,
get
there
let
might be
loose.
tons. There might be
Okay.
a fucking baby boom.
Oh, there's
soon.
probably definitely going to be a baby boom. Can you remember
Dude.
Can you imagine if you were a 16-year-old boy?
Oh my
17.
God.
Say you're a 17-year-old boy.
You're at home with your wife for like a year, just hammering away.
I'm just saying, like, and then you get and then all of a sudden you see a
Oh, man,
girl
that's
again for
good.
the first time in person.
I haven't
Like,
had-
holy
man.
shit!
Hey,
Bring it my
but
way,
I
bro.
have an opportunity because I don't know if I've told you, but I told him, but I'm doing a cover band.
Yeah, I heard it last night.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard about it. Like,
So I'm going to
Or-
have a chance to be in front of people and to talk to people and kind of see what is going on up here.
Yeah.
With
Well, there you
people.
go. So,
You know what
so
I
they're
mean?
going to have a live show. How are
we're
they going to do
we're,
that?
we're gonna, well,
I went to a show last week in Bergie's in Canyon Country.
that's where
That's
we're
so
playing.
our-
That's
oh.
where we're going to
Yeah, it
play.
was a
Who
cover
played
band.
at Burger? It was
Really?
a cover band?
It was
Okay.
just some friends that I have in the valley. They're,
okay, but it was a cover
They're
band.
What covers were they doing? Do you remember?
Sabbath.
It's more like 70s, 80s?
70s, 80s
Okay.
rock. But
Right on,
they're
okay.
they're
Fuck, I'd love
they're
to see
girls.
that right now.
I
I'd
would
love to
too.
see anything right
Fucking,
now.
let's go.
Let's
Yeah,
go right
I
now. They're
went
probably
there.
playing right now.
You had
Yeah,
to wear
it's
your
Thursday,
mask.
Probably not.
You wear your mask, and it was freezing cold, dude.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
outside.
It was yeah, dude. It was like being in
That makes
like
sense.
the
Well,
old
see,
school
when we're
days.
playing, it's going to be Memorial Day weekend, so it'll be warmer. It'll be
warmer.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, and
you
stuff's
know.
starting to open up inside. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I think
But
we
we're
might
gonna be playing
I think we
outside.
might be surprised. Well, you don't know.
There's
By-
shows
That's what I
happening.
was told.
Everything's changing though.
You know,
Yeah.
Florida's open, Texas open.
I just wanna play.
There's
I don't give a
shows
fuck.
happening.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
I'll play
though.
inside and out.
I'm just saying we could
Yeah.
see some of these clubs open here pretty soon because everything else is opening.
I hope you're right, man.
Maybe to like a
20%?
capacity. Yeah,
I mean,
capacity.
so much of our
And then
formative years
we're
were
about to
spent
go orange,
at
which I
these
think
clubs.
is 50%.
Yep.
So, but they haven't said that clubs could open, as far as I know.
the gyms are just opened as
Gyms
of this
are
week.
open.
My gym's
Why
been
can I
open
go to
the
the
whole
gym
time.
and work out, but I can't go to a show?
Dude,
That
my
doesn't
gym's
make-
been open the whole time.
I know.
Mine just
They don't give
opened
a
up this
fuck.
week.
People walk in there with masks, without masks. I've gone. I'm not sick. Nobody's sick.
Yeah, I mean, it becomes a choice,
You know,
right?
we do hand sanitizer.
It
Whatever.
becomes a choice. I don't know if I would,
It's a
like,
choice.
honestly, I don't know if I would want to go to a gym where everybody's like that, but
But some people wear masks. Don't get me wrong.
a few people
Wears
like this, I'm
gloves.
not,
Wear
I'll take my
gloves.
Yeah.
chances. But when there's a lot of people, like, I don't know, man.
I don't really go when there's a lot of people.
Yet.
Maybe like
Give me
10
a
to
month.
12 people.
Give me a month, and I'll be ready to go anywhere, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go anywhere right now with a mask.
Dude, I just had to get out of my house and stop working out at home.
No, for sure, dude.
Yeah.
I haven't worked out in a year.
I
so.
needed to like go and like use other dumbbells, use machines,
Just cables and
cables,
I haven't done
fucking
Shit. I haven't
anything.
done much for working out.
Stairmaster,
what I could do
bike,
at home, but
whatever.
I haven't even done that.
I know I lost size. You know,
I turned into
chest.
just a slop.
Well, dude, it's been a year since I stopped smoking cigarettes because once
Yeah.
this shit happened,
Bravo,
thank you,
Yeah,
bro.
that is
Bravo.
good, man.
That's a hard.
When this shit happened, when it started, I was like, oh, fuck, okay, I'm going to die because I'm a smoker.
Yeah, I
Fuck,
quit too,
I'm
yeah.
stopping.
Yeah.
So, but when you smoke, you've never smoked, so you don't know. But
I
like,
quit smoking in '94.
right.
You're my
When
hero.
you smoke, I don't know if you remember
I
this.
smoked from age 13 to 20.
Oh,
and
I
I
start-
quit in
That's right.
94.
So when you quit, I started.
I was a pack. I was.
I didn't start till
I
I
was
was
a
You
20.
pack-
gain
in
weight
it.
when you stop smoking cigarettes.
Sometimes.
I know
It's not automatic.
And
it's,
I've stopped
so if you
before.
replace food with, it's not
I
like.
still pretty much eat the same.
Oh, that's weird then.
I think it's just a metabolism thing because
It
I'm
could,
older
you know,
now.
I'm not a fucking
You're
doctor.
getting older, dude.
No, we're getting older.
When you're getting older, your metabolism just slows.
Yeah,
dude.
there's
You're not
that,
as
dude.
active and lean as you were.
I
in
drink
your 20s,
green
dude.
tea every fucking day, just like you, bro. And I try to help that shit. But anyways,
I still drink. Yeah.
that's the health segment
That's why I
of this
drink
podcast.
the chunky lemon water, because I read somewhere on
Lemon
the
water's
internet
great, bro.
about sugars and salts. It's bad. So you want more alkaline in your diet.
Alkaline.
And
Sugars and salts are absolutely bad.
I always
for you.
heard to drink lemon water. So honestly, dude, I just buy lemons, chop it up, and
Real
I know it's
quick.
lame to look at the way it looks, but I'm doing it for alkaline reasons, so to curb my salt and my sugar intake.
Yeah, there's something weird
It's
when
like
you.
cleansing.
There's something weird
shit in the
when
world.
you drink sugar.
I drink
it
this
counts
water
as, like,
right here,
double.
bro.
Well, look at everything in
pH with the
You
alkaline.
just don't have sugar. You have sugar, and then you have an added sugar.
Yeah.
And that's like, okay, now you got double sugar.
Yeah.
You know, it's bad enough. You got to get your sugars naturally from fruit. You know,
But not
I'm
from
not
ice
going to get
cream.
here and talk about eating, dude, because I'm a clean eater.
I'm not.
I am.
I
But
don't know, what
I
is
tried.
clean?
I try to be. What's clean? I eat like a caveman. Either fucking meats, if it grows from a tree,
Oh,
from the
okay.
ground.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I eat like
Nothing
that.
processed. Just eat meats if you're into meat.
Oh, that's
fish.
definitely the best way to eat.
If
Yeah.
it grow,
I would agree with
potatoes,
that.
rice. If it grows vegetables, fruits.
I
I
agree
mean,
with that.
Bring
I-
back
you
headbangers
just spoil
ball. Yes.
yourself.
Absolutely, Taxoni.
What do you say?
Said bring back headbangers ball.
Fuck yeah, something.
Yeah.
It's called something else. Dude, I wish
Something.
we could play.
Dude,
music.
you're gonna
We
be my
could do
lucky
it, right?
star, Tax.
You know?
Babe, you're gonna be my lucky star.
Lucky star. Yeah.
So
Oh,
I don't know.
dude.
There's probably something on
probably doesn't even remember
YouTube
that.
or something where people do that. You know, they're doing like a headbanger. I guess you can't though.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Why
you
wouldn't
can
like
do it.
Spotify hire somebody just to do something like that?
I
They
think
have all the
At
music.
the end of the day, the genre of heavy music is like the redheaded stepchild of
It's
all
specified.
music.
It's specified
Yeah.
to your interest. to your
Because there's
likes.
rock channels, there's rock people that do that. There's country, there's hip
but
hop,
it's old
there's
rock,
all
right?
that.
There's not new rock. Is there
It's
new rock?
both. It's there's new rock.
No, I mean like, is there's
Yeah.
no rock station? So I don't know.
It's all Spotify shit.
I didn't see who like what
You
happened
know?
at the Grammys. Anybody even know?
I just
Oh,
watched
boy.
Bill Burr's. I
did too. I watched
to
that
see
shit.
what the
That
hell
shit
what
was
the big deal
classic.
was.
It
I didn't
was
see
fucking
anything
hilarious,
wrong.
dude.
What did he say that was so crazy? That
He
they're all
doesn't.
up
He never says any. He says everything that's true.
He opened
and it
up
just,
with a piano.
People get
there
all
was some
crazy,
piano
dude.
piece
It's
at
so
the
right
beginning.
at the very beginning, and he
And
said
then he
something
came in
about
and he's like,
you gotta-
"Wow, anybody else want to kill themselves after that?"
But is that
Which is
it's a
so
joke?
odd.
It's comedy, dude.
Exactly.
But that's what it's supposed to be. And
What?
and
That's the uproar.
Nobody's really mad at him. It's like 5 people.
he did something similar a few months back on Saturday Night Live, and he like in his monologue or whatever, and people gave him shit for it. Cancel culture.
He does not give a fuck,
No, he doesn't.
and he's liberal.
I know.
He's pretty fucking liberal, which
Yeah.
is like if you watch any of his podcasts, I've watched a couple.
I'm very close to that.
If the
area
people
now.
who live there now only knew, right?
That's what I said to myself when I was
Yeah.
over there.
They only knew.
I was like, the ghost of M.I.B. and all our shenanigans.
All those songs. Well, not all
Dude.
of them, but like a good grip of those songs were created in that living room. And I remember.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good chunk for
I
sure.
remember. We're side tangenting it now because going off everything. I remember introducing what a tent fort was to Gomez. He had no fucking... You know what a tent fort in your living room?
Oh, yeah.
You set up some chairs, you throw a fucking sheet, and you fucking get underneath
A couch, we used to call it a couch fort.
Okay, well, tent fort,
Yeah.
whatever. Living room tent fort. I
Tent
introduced that because
couch,
he
yeah.
had no idea. He grew up in a fucking, in the sticks.
Yeah.
He had no idea
You
what,
knew what a tent was.
I showed it, and that was it. That was it, dude. The fucking guy took a whole week off work.
I
Had all these
remember that.
bitches and shit underneath
Yeah.
there. He had Jim Haas, had me.
He did
We
take
were all
like a
smoking-
week off of work.
We were like watching like movies and eating food. And
Yeah.
like, I gotta go to work today, dude. And he took.
Yeah.
He had like
Excellent.
with women, he was like a fucking Jedi. Like I don't even like
He was just
you do like me.
charismatic.
Like I
dude.
don't know. No, I know.
He was older than us, even though he was the same age. I say this a lot.
He's an old
He was
soul.
mature than us. He was an old soul.
Yeah.
We were all
Yeah.
the same age, but I
Yeah.
kind of looked at him like an older brother because I known him since I was 12, dude.
Yeah.
So I kind of grown up with him in my formative years from 12
Yeah,
to
you know him better
24.
than any of us.
No,
I would
don't.
say.
No, I know him equally just as I might have
you
known
knew
him
him-
longer.
Well, yeah.
but
So you know,
we all know.
you know the youngest of.
You know, maybe
I remember him
more
when I came
personal
from
stuff,
living
too.
from New York, dude. Coming to
I forgot you were from New York. When did you
Yeah.
move to
Hey,
LA?
forget about
10
it.
years old, 84.
84.
I lived in North Hollywood for about a spell, and then Santa Clarita.
It was
and
a
then
lot different in North Hollywood back then, huh?
Yeah.
It was like this.
I
Kind
went to Toluca Lake Elementary, and then I got busted over
Yeah,
to
it's
Rosedale.
definitely not like this anymore.
No,
No.
but it's getting better. Well, it was. Or I don't know what's better. I
And
don't know.
there's
That's
an
a
art
pretty
North
district,
bad-
Hollywood's
which is
disgusting,
cool,
dude.
but-
Hollywood. I like North Hollywood. I've
do
always
too.
enjoyed North Hollywood. I liked living there in the '90s with Uncle Warren, but
Uncle Warren.
But I mean,
like
the
that
whole
studio
scene,
there.
The scene's just different, man. It's
What's
just
the name of it?
the vibe is different. I think LA is just different, and that's just me.
It's very different. It's very
Thanks-
different. It's
thank-
too
thank you, Gavin Newsom.
politicized. We can go down the rabbit hole
No, I
about
don't like
no
I feel like
Newsom.
it's all been said. I mean, I don't. You know, he's getting recalled, and here we. And
I
then
didn't like him being at Dodger
There.
Stadium, jinxing my Dodgers. If he jinxed my Dodgers this year, I'm gonna have some serious issues with that man.
He's saying some. Really,
Not that I don't have issues with him already, but
He's definitely
you know,
saying some
whatever.
silly shit right now. But
Yeah.
I would be too if I was getting recalled.
Well,
I
his
guess.
recall it already like passed like 400,000 more votes than was needed. So
No,
I'm
not 400,000. They're at two. It was
Wasn't it 1.6 was needed, and there's 2 million that actually signed?
Yeah, you're right. 400. I am so
Yeah.
sorry. You're 100% right. They
I don't
needed
know where
1.
I heard that.
No, you're right. It was
Fact
1.5.
checkers, get back
They
to me
needed-
and
they
find
needed
out.
Well, they needed 1.5, but they really needed 200 because they're gonna cancel out about a quarter of them. It looks like so they'll
Because
end up with being
voting
just a little
fraud?
bit over.
that
Well, they're
sounds
trying
familiar.
to. Oh yeah, that's. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't
Yeah.
know. There's a lot of talk about all that they're gonna. I don't think so though. I think it's gonna happen. And then what they're going to do now is they're going to try and get us to not vote him out. But he's saying all the wrong things. So we'll see what happens.
He's always said all the wrong things. as far
And then
as
we'll
I'm
just get
concerned.
another knucklehead in there
It's
anyway.
like, who
So,
Pretty much.
you know,
You
it's
get
That's
whatever.
the bigger question. Who's going to replace him?
Meet
probably
the new boss.
Us?
Same
Yep.
as the old
Pretty
boss.
much.
exactly
Yeah.
or worse.
Shout
Or
out to
worse.
the Who.
Or worse.
Yeah.
Or worse.
Maybe it's a coalition of people. That could be even worse.
Well, it is there's a Democratic Party and a Republican Party. They're the coalitions.
Yeah, but
We
I'm
need an
thinking
independent is what we need, but we're not going to
That's
get
what
one.
I
It's
would
never gonna
prefer.
happen.
But I hope Adam Carolla runs. That's what I hope.
Oh,
That'd
dude,
be a
if
good
Arnold
time. That'd be a good
Schwarzenegger
fucking
could
time.
be our governor, I mean,
You know, he's different now, man.
His politics suck.
He
You were good for
changed,
California
yeah.
then, but I mean,
He changed. Well, he just changed.
he
went-
changed a lot of
Yeah, he was sort of sort of like left.
he was a Republican, but he leaned right.
Yeah, he like cared about people
he leaned
on the left.
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
But he also said, let's balance the fucking budget.
And then he also canceled music programs from schools.
And then he fucked his
was
maid. but
conservative.
whatever.
well, that's a whole other
Economically.
issue. You know.
He cheated on a Kennedy. I'm surprised he's still alive.
Maria. He fucked the maid, dude. You can't
Well,
even.
he's
You can't
got
even
really
deny
bad
that's
I'm
not.
karma.
surprised he's
I
alive.
bet he's got some really bad karma from that shit.
Dude,
though.
he
You can't kill Arnie, bro. He
had
tried in every movie he's ever been in.
yow, yow.
That
Got to the
maid.
chopper.
That maid is so ugly, bro.
It's weird, right?
I don't
That
remember
made
what she
me
looks
happy.
Didn't he
like.
have? Wait, he had a kid
She
with
pretty
her, right?
haggard?
Yeah, you can totally tell it's
And they
his
like,
kid,
and
dude.
he like had the
Oh,
kid
yeah,
for a
they
while.
did have a kid.
Before,
But that
before
maid
she
is
found
like,
out.
oh
right?
man,
What
dude,
the
that maid
fuck?
is so ugly, bro.
Dude, rich people have a completely different life than I am. Like,
Dude,
That
you want to
kid's-
hear something trippy? I was listening to that podcast you told me about earlier for like half an hour, the Andrew
which
Schultz
one?
one.
Oh, Flagrant 2. Yeah, he's
Flagrant
fucking
2.
hilarious. Dude, he doesn't hold nothing back.
No.
He's crazy, motherfucker.
That other guy on there, his voice kind of annoys me. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's got a really
Takar-
high laugh, and it's kind of like a bitch
Yeah.
voice. But
He's
whatever.
funny though.
Beta.
You get more. You get
Total
more used to
beta,
it.
bro.
You get more used to it.
But Alex Jones was on there. There's one with
Oh, I
Alex
haven't
Jones.
listened to that one.
Oh, what's
Dude,
that
he
one?
goes down the fucking rabbit hole about Bohemian Grove.
Oh, yeah,
That's
they're
all I'm gonna say.
they're
I've
all
heard a lot about it,
sodomites, bro.
Holy
They're all
shit.
sodomites.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's so... Dude, Mark Twain invented and created Bohemian Grove.
I
According
never
to what
looked into
Alex
it.
Jones says.
I've seen it on podcasts where they talk about it. I know, like,
Yeah.
because I definitely like listening to Alex Jones. Like, come on, dude.
How can you not?
Dude,
The motherfucker is
even
one of
if
the
you
most...
don't- Let's say you think
Yeah.
he's 100% full of shit. Let's just say that's you.
Which a lot of times he has been.
It's still entertaining as
Exactly.
fuck.
That's all that matters.
Coincidentally,
that's
he's
all I
right.
care about.
He's right probably like 80% of the fucking time, which is crazy. He knew about Epstein before everybody, and on and on and on and on. But then he
The
did
gay frogs.
Well, he fucked up with Sandy Hook real bad. Real bad.
That's like his
Yeah.
thorn.
Yeah.
The Sandy Hook is.
I don't
his
know if
thorn.
that'll ever go away.
Well, there's a
know if
lot.
that-
Look,
Yeah,
No way.
he completely denied it, right? Like just false flag like a motherfucker, right?
Yeah, he said
There's a lot
nobody
of
died, and it was,
inconsistencies.
Yeah.
there are
and
a
it's-
lot of inconsistencies. The Parkland shooting. I'm not going to debate,
But-
'cause I don't have children.
As fucked up as
Yeah.
it is, he should be able to talk about anything. Like I say, I'm total.
Well, that's the thing. We should
100%
be able to
no
be wrong.
I'm no censorship, bro.
Yeah.
Zero.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, there's observational news, and then there's the
Cancel culture. Take note.
What they give you now, like
Zero
news with their
censorship.
opinion.
There's censorship is literally
Or their bias.
against the fucking Constitution.
It used to be you got news, and that you formulated your own opinion.
But it's like we were talking about earlier, right? The younger generation
said.
of people who are trying to take over shit, they don't respect the Constitution. They don't respect what has been built before them.
No, but that's because they've been indoctrinated.
You know?
I don't know. They've been indoctrinated, and that's what they've been taught. And you are what you
Yeah.
taught. We were taught Columbus was this fucking super great guy, and all that stuff we talked about last time too. It's just
Yeah.
you only know what you're taught. I'd say I was kind of like what would be called woke now when I was in high school. You know what I mean?
I was.
It's,
We were
you know,
We were definitely woke.
I was.
It was just a different version.
but
I get it.
it came from the right place. I think it was more like
It wasn't radicalized.
No, it was just like we didn't want. We didn't like racism. We didn't like
who
Of
does?
course.
right.
Right.
I rallied against. I was railing against globalism in those Men in Black
Yeah.
days, dude.
Dude, you were talking about
you guys were ahead
anti-CNN
of-
and media
Yeah,
about
I
Yeah,
was
you
talking
guys were
about
ahead
that
of the
shit
curve
then.
on that
Yeah,
shit,
But I
for
mean, I talk
sure.
about that
Yeah.
now. I got long-term friends that hate me.
talking
for
about
it, dude.
aliens, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked about the gray theory, the clone
Fuck, they
theory,
made it.
the
They stole
hybrid
your
theory.
They stole your shit and
the
made a
hybrid.
movie.
I mean,
Come
I
on.
still
Lincoln Park stole that from us. Shout out to Lincoln Park.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Wait,
but
whole fucking Will
Hybrid
Smith stole
theory.
that shit from you. Made a movie, bro.
No, Hollywood stole that.
Yeah, Hollywood.
Hollywood
I'm
stole
calling
that.
out Will Smith directly.
We're
like he
calling
wrote
out
it.
Will Smith on our
He went to your
podcast
show.
now.
and
Imagine
he went and
that.
saw you at the whiskey and was like, "Let's make a fucking movie, bro."
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
These guys are doing it right, but we're not going to be a metal band. We're just going to be actual.
What is this Men? No, it was, what is this Men
CIA
in Black thing? And then
guys.
he started looking into it. And I see. It's
He went
the-
down the rabbit hole
Yeah,
before there was
somebody
YouTube
did.
and Google.
Somebody did.
They were telling you the facts.
That was fucked up. That
That there is an alliance in the galaxy, and Earth is this little puny, insignificant
Dude.
planet, dude.
Dude, true
It's like a
story.
speck, bro.
When I was getting a tattoo right around 2000.
There's a Galaxy Federation.
The guy who was giving me the tattoo said that another guy comes in regularly, and he's an ex-Navy SEAL named Merlin. Okay, and he comes in and gets tattooed regularly. And
Merlin?
Merlin.
Okay.
It sounded crazy
Yeah.
to me at the time, and he said that there was a peace treaty between us and the
Eisenhower.
aliens that was over in 2008, and I was like, okay, whatever.
Okay.
And then, anyways, if you go down the rabbit hole on that,
I will go down the rabbit hole.
that is an
on that.
actual fucking theory.
I'm gonna research that.
They-
Okay.
In UFO lore, because I'm big into this, dude.
So you probably okay.
I'm big into this. In 1953, Eisenhower supposedly made like an agreement
Right. That's
because at post World War II, Germany had help.
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Germany
Yeah.
at
They were
that time,
way ahead
they
of
were ahead of their
everybody.
game with the flying,
Way
ahead
some
of
of their
everybody.
rocketry. We all know what half of those Nazi scientists did go to NASA.
Yep.
And then America became the first, country or nation to land
We
on
are
the moon.
breaking it down tonight,
The
folks.
Nazis put us on the moon.
Well, there's
Yeah.
this is where
Yeah.
this is.
Which is
Look,
crazy.
you want to
And
believe
Russia
in
had a big part in
conspiracies?
that,
I
too.
get
Well,
argued with this.
The thing
Yeah.
about the science.
I get argue this with people
the
like,
thing about
just
this-
put the glasses on. Just put the glasses on.
But the
Live,
thing about
bro.
the scientists is they
Look for
probably
your-
Yeah.
probably weren't
That's how I
excited
feel.
to be
Yeah.
working for the Nazis. The scientists. The scientists probably weren't like Nazis.
They were just scientists,
just-
engineer rocket,
and they were-
rocket-
and they
just
were-
owned
and they
by
were
the
great.
Nazis.
If you were in Germany and
Yeah.
the Nazis made you do what.
Yeah, you did what you were told.
You pretty
Yeah.
much had to.
So-
yeah.
But they were an
When
industrious
we say they were
nation.
Nazis, I don't. That might not be a fair.
Well, they were Nazi scientists.
yes, they were.
Rocketeers.
Absolutely, 100%.
They were German
they weren't
scientists
necessarily-
owned
It's
by
not
the
even.
Nazis.
It's
Right.
not even. You can't
Right.
even.
Right.
That's a fact.
It's 100% fact.
Yep.
It's fucking everywhere. You could find it. But did they actually believe in the Nazi beliefs? That's where I.
Who knows?
That
But
would be
the
a
point
stretch,
being,
yeah.
Eisenhower made a
I would
fucking
think that'd be a
agreement
stretch,
with the
you're right.
Greys.
Yeah.
And then you hear about those early UFO reports, Betty and Barney Hill in the '60s.
Yep.
And you got to think about some of the how quick technology has come. If you look at time, like from technology,
I'm so
has
with you right now.
big fucking advances.
yeah,
so with
dude.
you right now.
They say the CD, the compact disc,
That shit was
the
made in,
CD
like,
itself
what year?
is a form of alien technology. And you look how
That
much
was a big
information
jump.
holds, and then the jump.
That is a huge jump. The
It's a
cell
huge
phone's the
jump.
biggest.
Yeah.
The smartphone is the
And
biggest.
in exchange for this technology,
Computer.
you know what you
Microchip.
You give them abductees.
What do they want the abductees for, though?
Fluids, probably your life essence. What
Your
makes
brain.
what makes you human
What
and
makes you
human.
think.
That's the question, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't know. You don't know if they're feeding off them.
How do you tick?
I
Or
can't prove this shit. There's
they're-
nothing I can
no,
prove
know,
to you
but maybe
now.
they're looking at us like we're fucking cave people, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
What do you do with monkeys?
Yeah.
You should just watch them.
No, but you also experiment on that.
We experiment.
right.
You
Yeah.
put lipstick on these fucking things, or you inject a serum of rage in them, dude.
But the
Yeah.
vast majority of us just go to the zoo and watch them. So maybe that's all they're doing is they're watching us like fucking monkeys, and then sometimes they
if you
experiment on
believe
us.
that,
Poor
what's
monkeys.
in
Think
the
about that. That's so out of their element.
Don't get me
too.
started on that. I actually
So out of their
'cause we
element.
do a lot of gross shit to animals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. We don't
play-
got
It's fucking horrible.
the human race does not
Yes.
have it right
No.
when it comes to animals.
They-
No.
And
especially
it's kind of borderline with eating meat because I eat meat.
well,
But it's also we don't
But it's
really
also for
not for
survival,
mass
too.
consumption though.
Right.
We're not
That's the
supposed to
problem,
have
though.
fucking Jack in a Box and McDonald's on every
Right.
fucking corner.
Yeah,
dude.
there's something wrong
That's
there.
gluttonous. That's obesity.
Absolutely.
And you're probably not even
Well,
really eating meat anymore.
I almost never eat fast food anymore.
No, I hardly ever eat it, dude. Every
Even during
once
the
in a while.
pandemic, we like we would order Postmates
Eating
and stuff,
in.
but
What was it a
Eating
few
cleaner.
years ago? McDonald's came out and said some shit about
still got fatter, but
we're actually serving
like
real
exercise.
meat now. That's what they said. Like they
Yeah,
said that in
usually
one of their campaigns or whatever. We're serving real meat now. Like
that's
what
weird.
motherfucker? You
What the
weren't
fuck was
serving
I-
real
what was-
meat
what was I
before?
eating when I
They
was a
were
kid?
serving slaughtered children, missing
Or
children.
was it
bro.
Beyond Burgers and they just weren't calling it? Was it all plants?
missing
before?
cats.
Yeah, missing cat.
Missing
fucking pigeon.
Kitty
the,
cat-
The
kitty cat
winged
egg rolls.
Some
close.
little girl somewhere is missing her cat, and some dude, her fucking neighbor, probably ate it. Didn't even know it.
That happens a lot in some
What
other
the
countries.
fuck, dude?
Some other countries they eat dog, they eat cat.
I know,
They-
China.
Have you seen those videos?
Fucking
Brutal,
China.
dude.
No, I don't watch that shit, man. I'll get.
Well, it's
I'll get
just
too,
how
I
they don't
can't
really
watch that
kill
shit
the
either, dude.
animal
It's bad.
kindly. It's like done out of fear and terror. I don't know.
You know what? If
why.
you're starving, you're gonna eat whatever the fuck you have to.
Right,
That's
but
different.
There's a
Yeah,
There's a way
that's
to kill the.
different.
There's no humane way to kill the. We see it as domestic animals, but they don't really humanely kill the animals, dude. They're
What did
not
you
killing...
send me the other day, bro? Remember you sent me that video of the fucking pork with that chick pouring the Pepsi
Oh,
and the
oh,
fucking
the parasites?
maggots and the parasites,
The parasites
coming out of it.
I don't want to.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
bro. I don't.
dude,
I
I've
gave
never
up
eaten
pork
fucking
years ago.
pork
My only
again.
problem is that I do like bacon, but
I
it's
love
like,
bacon.
If you
That's
free,
rare.
if
That's
you
the only
rare.
pork that I have.
if
and
you
it's very
free range a
once in
cow
while.
though, and then you no country for old minute. I mean, that's probably the best way.
Cows are good,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
I fucking
Yeah.
love cow.
But if you let
Yeah.
it be free, and then I mean, yeah, I'm not a hunter, so I'm not gonna try and say I
Yeah.
go out there and kill my own shit. I would if I had to, but
If it really came down to it, I
You're
think
fine
we
with
all
fish
would.
and
but I do.
birds.
have
I
to.
try to buy all grass fed
Yeah.
and shit like that.
100%.
It tastes different too. The first time you eat it, if you're not used to it, it's like going from Diet Coke to Coke or something.
There'll be
or
days
vice
where I don't
versa,
eat
whatever.
any animal at all. I strictly just like a lot of
I
peanut
eat
butter,
animal every day.
fucking
guys fast?
oat milk.
No,
I used to.
Intermittent fasting.
no,
I
I,
used to.
I should though.
But it fucked me up, dude.
Well,
like,
don't
had
do
the
it for like
opposite-
days. Just,
No. I did the intermittent
just do
fasting.
it for like 12 hours.
I can
Intermittent
do that.
fasting is
I
supposed to
typically
be
do
really
about
good
14
for
or
you.
15.
Just
Yeah.
because it comes a point you're
Yeah.
like motherfuckers got to eat all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And it's like no, you don't, dude.
No.
And then what if you
You just
had
need what
to,
you need, and that's
if
it.
you really need to, survival modes.
Yeah.
You got to take away everything you know about your comfortability factor, and it's like, hey, eating clean, like eating things from the trees and
Yep.
from the ground, and it's a caveman
Nothing processed
diet.
is definitely
it's
the
what
best
it
way.
is,
Yeah,
dude.
I try not to eat
processed
lunch
food.
meat too much, like processed meat, stuff like that.
But it's
I
so
love
easy
that
to eat a
processed
sandwich.
turkey
It's
shit.
Sometimes
so
I do.
easy to eat a
Yeah.
sandwich.
sometimes I do. I eat a lot of peanut butter. I don't know if that's
Love
for you,
peanut
dude.
butter.
Yeah, I do.
Love
eat a lot.
peanut
really-
butter, bro.
you can eat a
It has
jar.
to be crunchy though.
Every day.
Dude,
See, I can do
take
either.
peanut butter on tour with me, dude.
I can't do.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, I used to live on peanut butter when I was super.
Peanut butter
poor,
and
dude.
jelly sandwiches, bro.
Just
Or
peanut
just
butter.
fucking peanut butter in
Wheat bread
general.
used to be cheaper. I don't know if it is now. Actually,
Fucking
but
spoonfuls like a
wheat bread,
motherfucker.
bro.
whole whit bread
Whole
and
wheat bread.
Yep.
chunky peanut
A
butter.
little bit
dude.
of honey, too. Bodybuilders do a lot of fucking honey and
I'm
peanut
trying to
butter
get away from that
sandwiches.
sugar, though. That's the only thing.
It's
Yeah.
natural bee sugar. Bee
That's
honey.
true.
It's not bad
natural.
sugar.
Not unless
It's
you.
not
You
bad
have to
sugar.
make sure it's natural bee.
I
fucking
do
honey,
know. I'm
dude.
not a doctor, but I do know that there's something really bad
Did you
that
play
happens.
one on TV?
Like when you, yeah, right. No, I've played an insane person. Like, there's
that's
something
every
that
day.
happens when you drink sugar. Your body gets confused because there's no, you don't in nature. You don't really find drinkable sugar,
don't.
and then carbs the
But
same
there's sugar
thing.
in
Like
this
we're not
beer right here.
We're not we're not made
A lot
to.
of sugar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't
That's
drink
what
beer.
gives
no
That's
more.
why I don't drink a
Beer
lot.
belly.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what gives men the beer.
Yep.
And you're gonna find.
And I
if
have
you
a
drink
little
lot
bit
it's
of
hard to get that off.
My problem
Yeah.
is carbs.
Yeah.
I love bread, man.
pasta.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I fucking
Rice
love
like
it
a
all.
motherfucker, dude.
But you just don't eat
And
a
that
lot
shit's
of it.
really bad for you, man. Because that's the same thing. When you eat carbs, it turns into sugar and it confuses the
But
fuck out
rice
of your
is
body.
so good because it's like whenever you're
Rice
hungry,
is
when
good
you want
for
to
you.
eat like
It's binding.
5,000 of
White rice
something.
is good for you.
White rice.
That's right
Brown
there.
rice
Is
is
right.
Binding too. I mean,
I mean, it's
the
not bad
Asian
for you,
people,
but-
you don't really see heavy Asian people. So
But that's
rice-
part of that's the way they eat because they pick.
Yeah.
But
like
rice has
birds,
been
you
their
know?
dietary like necessity.
They're
for
not
fucking
eating a
centuries,
giant
bro.
ass bowl.
Yeah,
of
they're
it.
not.
No. Well,
They're not a
portions-
gluttonous
They eat-
nation.
they
Portions are part of my problem too,
Me
man.
too, bro.
You should see my plate. You'd be like, "What? Is that for the whole family?"
Dude, the last
Yeah.
doctor visit I had, my doctor told me like every meal should be the size of my fist.
Oh, what the fuck, dude?
And I'm
I
like,
got-
dude, are
Oh,
you
your steak
serious?
portion-
Because
your steak
usually it's
portions is-
two. It's two fucking fists for me, and maybe
bro.
a couple thumbs.
I was
and
gonna
a-
say, man, I
and
got
a
I
fucking
might
middle
have,
finger too.
I might
for
have
the
four of
doctor.
those bitches. Well, I have this thing.
You know?
I grew up really fucking poor, like when I was really young, and like
I
I
didn't
have
know
to
that.
I have to finish my plate.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh.
problem, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to get over that
Nah, dude.
Why do you need to get over it?
Well, yeah.
because it's too much fucking food. I don't need that much.
But
food.
you can counteract that. You can work out. You can do other shit.
Or just not have so much.
You're right. Well, that's
Maybe
you-
just
do
have
you eat-
2 meals a day.
do you
I don't
have-
know
how
what
many
your
meals a
routine
day do you
is,
eat?
But
so
Like, are you eating like?
every morning I'll have like some sort of breakfast sandwich.
Okay, so you eat
egg,
breakfast.
cheese,
Okay.
and bread.
And
right?
do a lunch and then do dinner, right?
And then lunch I usually eat a peanut butter sandwich.
okay.
You kind of just something to hold you over. You're not really eating.
But it's the
lunch.
carbs there.
It's the
carbs
dinner,
with
bro.
every meal.
So you load
I
up
go
on dinner.
hard at dinner.
Yeah, I get
And
it.
then I eat
dude.
at night too. I'm a late out. I'm a late
Yeah.
nighter. I'm up till 2.
So
every
you'll
night,
eat
pretty
at like
much.
1 in the morning before you go to bed, or
I
something
eat a lot
like
of
that?
nuts, like mixed nuts,
Yeah.
like just
Almonds and
handfuls.
cashews and shit?
The
That's not
whole,
bad.
yeah,
That's
good for you,
handful.
though.
Not
Yeah,
a
that's
lot
good
of it
stuff.
though.
That's good stuff, though. At
It
least
is.
you're not eating.
It
like,
is if you eat a handful, but when you
Well,
eat
Yeah, who
when you
cares?
eat this much,
Oh,
it's
well.
super bad for you, bro.
Gus?
What does it say?
What's up, Gus?
Who else is on there?
Taxoni.
Taxoni's so up in the house.
Yeah.
In the
Fucking
his-
Taxoni, man.
Taxa below me.
We gotta all get together at some point when everybody's, not afraid.
Whatever that's going to be.
Well, it's to each their own.
Fuck, oh, yeah, the bleach.
No. To each their
I'm not
own.
really afraid anymore. I'm pretty open to. I mean, like 6 months ago, hell, 3 months ago, I probably wouldn't have been able to do this right here because I would
Yeah.
have been inside my head too much.
Well, I wouldn't have either,
You
but
know?
because of my parents and my wife's parents.
Yeah.
I was never worried about me. Well,
Right.
in the beginning, I was.
Sure.
In the beginning, I was like, we're all going to fucking die. but I think everybody
Well,
was a
that's
little
what they
bit, right?
told us.
No one knew what the hell was going
Well,
on.
they did. They told us millions were
Because
going to die.
they didn't know shit. So.
And maybe they would have if we didn't shut down. We'll never know. But
right.
It was
you know,
interesting to see.
but my parents are vaccinated. My wife's parents are vaccinated. I feel
Okay.
like we talked about last time. I feel like
Yeah.
a fucking free man, dude.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
feel like a free man.
That's good, man.
Did take the Moderna shot or the,
My mom's
I haven't
vaccinated.
they took the
or the Johnson and Johnson Pfizer
no, the
shot?
Pfizer.
Pfizer.
Alex
That's a
Jones
one
was
shot or
talking
two
about
Two
shots?
shots.
the
Two
difference
shots.
between, and I don't remember exactly now. Maybe
Johnson
I'll have to go
Johnson, the
back to
single
it.
shot Johnson and
Single
Johnson
shot.
isn't as good. The Moderna and the Pfizer are pretty much the same.
Maybe it was the Johnson and Johnson he was talking about, where it basically changes your fucking cells
Your mRNA.
and your MR. Yeah,
Your
exactly.
mRNA.
Well,
Yeah.
that's where,
And I don't think that's
understand all
good,
that.
dude. I don't understand
know.
it either.
You don't
I don't
know,
know.
dude.
It
You
doesn't
don't
sound
know.
That's
good.
why- look,
but I
I'm
want to
not-
know more. You know what I mean?
I'm not an anti-vax guy at all. Like
No,
in
sure,
general,
Jim.
right?
Yeah.
Like with kids and all that stuff. I'm
I
not.
used to be, but not anymore.
I'm not at all. And to each their own. But
Right.
But with this one, like, I'll take it, but I'm not like excited
Excited?
about. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not like getting in line.
Does it feel right? It doesn't feel right to you. That's why. Or
I
does
don't
it
know
not?
what-
Like you said, if somebody pulled up
You're
in a
not-
van or
Yeah,
something,
if the ice cream truck came by and
the
was
ice
playing the
cream
fucking
truck.
music and was like, "I got vaccines," I'd probably be like, "All right,
Yeah.
I'll
you know,
take
something
two.
like that."
yeah.
You know, fuck
I'll
it, let's
take
get it
two
over
right
with.
now instead
I'm on
of
the
one
fence,
now, then
dude.
1 in 2
I'm on the
weeks.
fence, dude.
I'm just not. I'm not
I'm
looking.
really
Yeah.
on the fence about it all.
And I don't think
Well,
that
here's the thing,
and
bro.
I don't think you should have to get it.
We
If you
shouldn't
don't want
have
to.
to. You're right.
No,
There should be no-
But for
if you want to
playing-
take your chances, take your chances,
Right.
man.
But
But
for
if- what if you
playing
can't
and going and doing shows and shit, like I talked to John from Limp Bizkit about this. He doesn't want to take it, but That's how he feeds his family, and that's all he knows is
if
playing drums for Limp
If you can't
Bizkit.
function and
I
travel,
don't think they're
mean?
going to be able to do that. I don't think they're going to be able to tell people you can't go to a show if
That'd
you're
be
not
kinda-
vaccinated.
yeah.
Because who
That'd
you're
be
putting
rough.
at risk, the only people you're putting at risk are the other people who aren't vaccinated.
Yeah,
So
I know.
that's your decision.
I know, dude. It's fucked, man.
Hey,
I'm just
man,
saying, like,
It's really
this is
fucked.
just common sense shit, isn't it? I don't know.
I would think so.
common sense is out the fucking door these days, dude. It really
Common
That
is.
seems like a
sense
very
isn't
easy. It seems like a
common.
very easy
Logic
lawsuit for Garagos
and
to win.
common
That's all I'm
sense.
saying.
Right.
Like if I was the whiskey and everybody's starting to open up or whoever, I have my issues with the whiskey. We talked about it last time, but
I think we all do.
I do like the whiskey though.
It's
It's
an
a
awesome
dope
stage
space.
to
It
play.
is.
I
man.
love it.
That's where you
I
want to
love the
play.
stage.
You know,
bro.
I thought more about on that
Rock and
point. I
roll,
thought
man.
more about that pay to play thing. As criminal as it is in a way, I guess you could argue that you become your own promoter
Yeah, you are. You have to.
because you
be.
can sell your tickets for whatever you want, right?
As long as you give them what they want from you.
They might tell you, like, you might
know
owe
what I
them
mean?
$800.
Fuck,
they
I've
give
never
you-
owned- I've never
I'm
owned
just
that
saying.
much.
I just threw that number out. I'm
Okay,
just-
okay.
You owe them.
Man, I was like,
800
fuck, it got higher. It was
Oh,
like
it's-
200 back in the day.
Oh,
Let's say
dude,
$700 for number's sake. Let's say you owe them
Yeah.
That's pretty
$700 for
accurate today.
35 minutes.
That's
set.
pretty
Mm-hmm.
accurate.
So they give you like whatever, fucking 100 tickets. So I gotta sell these things for $10. You can just get rid of them for $5 and just pony. up.
Yeah, we used to try
I
and
usually
sell them
just pony
outside and
up.
shit.
How about this?
sell
Because
my
I know
tickets a
people in
little bit
other
cheaper.
states, and I'm pretty sure they don't do that shit out there. So I wonder if it's just really
it's in
big
LA.
cities.
Well, I think
know
it's-
New York does too.
I
From
think
what
in
heard.
LA, it
and
was,
London.
part of it was because there were so many clubs, and so it was kind of saturated, maybe, and like they needed.
So
to
they
fill,
felt they can get away with
Well,
it.
they need to fill the
And
fucking
they-
place.
yeah.
You know, people weren't going to. You shouldn't have to. Like, if you have a good club, people should just want to go. Because me and Rob, we used to
on
go
the
to No
Fed shit,
Bozo
yeah.
Jam
I
every
remember
Monday
that.
night at the
Fuck
Whiskey.
yeah, I went with you guys.
Yeah, we used to go every Monday night.
They still do stuff.
That's
like
how
that.
we found Pushing Up Daisies and Coup
Yep.
d'etat.
Yep, Coup d'etat.
Yeah,
push up,
shout out to
drink
Pushing
a
Up
whole
Daisies and Coup d'etat.
Drink a whole bottle of tequila going over Laurel. Anyway,
Yeah.
that
Said a
didn't
lot.
happen. I just made
Fucking
that up.
chain smoke cigarettes
But,
all day. All
I
night.
didn't smoke back then, but
I did.
I didn't
I
smoke
just
until
started smoking cigarettes.
A lot of
I
good
didn't.
bands back then, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like they had stuff
Yep.
like that, but nobody would. There was not a lot of people there.
No.
We did meet the guys
There'd
like
be
from
like
Korn
30
and stuff
people.
before they were Korn and stuff. But
Me and Rob
there was-
smoked a joint with fucking with Monkey up on the balcony.
yeah,
And I had no idea who he was, and then 10 minutes later he's on stage, and Rob didn't tell me that, and I'm like, oh, okay,
yeah,
And then
That's
one year
pretty
later,
cool.
the dude's a megastar for the rest of his life.
pretty much.
yeah,
The rest
Yep.
of his fucking life.
Yep.
Yep.
Shout out to Monkey from Korn.
yeah.
Yeah.
The whiskey, man.
Wow.
Saw a lot of good shit there. Saw a lot of awful shit there. Probably.
We saw
and then
Vile there,
that hair
dude.
band would always come in. You know.
At the Roxy, too.
Oh, the Roxy. Was
And
that
the
where
whiskey.
they fucking gassed us out?
Roxy.
That was the Roxy.
Yeah.
They gassed you out. What do you mean?
At the Roxy.
At the
band,
Roxy.
A band called Bile.
I've heard of them. I
They just had too many smoke bombs.
Oh.
And smoke bombs, if you light a smoke bomb,
People
just
thought it was
Yeah,
tear
yeah.
gas,
But
like
this
actual
isn't a
tear gas.
club, dude.
I'm
This
like, it's
isn't a
not tear
club.
gas.
And,
Because if it was tear gas, these
it
motherfuckers would be in
became-
jail.
You couldn't even see, dude. You could not
No,
see,
it was
dude.
bad.
The band's
It
was
was
gone.
bad.
Brad's standing next to me. I don't even
Yep.
see fucking Brad. It's like, that's how bad.
I
And
feel
then
like I've been
they
at other
just
shows
got-
where they fucked up
can't-
the fog
And
like
just people
that.
swarmed to the fucking door because
Yeah,
only
they
that
kicked
one
us
door to
all
get
out.
in and out. You
So
know?
people
everyone
thought they
out.
actually like tear gassed them.
Yeah.
It
I
wasn't
thought it was
tear
the whiskey,
gas.
bro. Why am I thinking it's the whiskey? You said it's the
we
Roxy.
saw him at the Roxy. I had the flyer, and then I saw him at the Whiskey on the Techno Horror Tour, and then we saw at the
Yeah.
Techno Horror Tour in Colorado.
Yeah.
You and Justin never made that, but me
No,
and
because we
Bubba
didn't
went.
have IDs or something stupid,
Something
right?
stupid like that. But I
Yeah.
saw him in Colorado when we were on a little
That's
tour.
right.
a little-
Yeah.
With Los Terribles.
Ah. I think about that every once in a
Gil
while,
Garcia.
dude. Yeah.
I looked for him on the internet. So Gil Garcia is a
What
really
about
common
homeboy, the
fucking name.
Miguel Miggs?
Don't know his last name, bro.
That guy was cool because he was an LA guy, but we go to Denver, and fucking we didn't know this guy at all, but he was their roommate. It was Miguel's? No, not
Miggs.
Miguel.
Gil Garcia. and
Gil's roommate, Miggs
Gil Garcetti?
Garcia.
Garcia.
Gil Garcetti.
That would be a great
Gil
story if it was
Garcetti
Gil
lived a
Garcetti.
different life back in the 90s.
All of a sudden I'd be like, wait, we
That
gotta
was
go
the
talk to him.
tour of the
Yeah.
Snow Pigs, bro.
That was the Snow Pig tour.
The Snow Pig tour.
And the Suzu Trooper.
I was the only one
Just
I got.
smoking
Trooper, dude.
weed.
I was the only one
all
that got laid on
whole
that
way
tour.
there. Yeah, you did.
I was the only one who got fucking tang on that tour, and Bubba was right, dude. Bubba
Yeah, we were
fucking
all just stroking it.
forewarned me about Colorado bush, and I was like, she's gonna have a hairy bush. And sure enough, that woman had
It's
a
cold as
hairy
fuck there,
fucking
bro.
bush.
Yeah.
That's
What time of the year was it?
cold as fuck
Like
here.
Thanksgiving.
It was like
right
snow
before
on the ground,
Thanksgiving.
dude.
Fuck, I'd have a bush fucking that
Yeah.
cold, man.
He was right.
Yeah.
I had never had a Colorado beef.
You want,
but
dude?
he was
Think about it. If
fucking-
you
he
got a little
nailed it,
juicy
bro.
down there and then it
He nailed
froze,
it.
dude, that'd be painful.
Didn't she call you box too? Because she thought we were calling you box.
No,
she couldn't
was it
pronounce
her?
botch, so she said
I
box.
thought that was Crystal's little daughter, dude.
Are you sure?
Because Crystal's little daughter used to
Elena?
call me, yeah, when she was little.
Really?
She heard you guys saying botch, and she said, "Who's Box?" And never became a joke from that point.
And then it's boss now because of Ralph's wife, Heather.
Probably.
She's
but
the one
that's
that
more of a
started calling
Man-
you boss.
She heard boss, and then Manning
Yeah.
kind of ran with that.
Yeah,
That's like my
yeah.
name from Manning to me is boss.
Right. And so is Ralph too. He calls you boss. And when
Boss.
we talk about you
It's
in
boss.
text,
It's
it's
boss.
always referred to as boss.
That's funny.
Interesting. I
So
know.
I
that.
never referred to myself as that.
That'd be a weird thing to refer.
It's
Well,
the
unless you're
nickname.
Bruce Springsteen, then you'd be like, I'm the
The
boss.
nickname. The boss.
I'm the fucking boss.
Dude, I never got
Gotta
into
get-
that guy,
somebody
dude.
Buy my guitar pick with.
Maybe I'm just not from that generation, but I never got into the Bruce Springsteen shit. It wasn't my thing.
Yeah,
dude.
maybe when I was little or something,
Not a
but I don't
fan.
really like remember it.
Just seemed
being into
cheesy.
it.
Just like I don't know. Maybe if I was to listen, somebody played it from his stuff from the '70s because apparently it was pretty good. I don't know. A lot of people love
his
Bruce
old
Springsteen,
stuff,
like his old
when he was
shit.
when it was Bruce and the
When he was
E Street
born to
Band.
run.
Bruce
I think
Springsteen
probably
and the
even
E Street
before
Band.
Born to Run. What do you got there? Yes,
Boss.
in the Kiss letters.
Oh, in the fucking Kiss letter.
That's great.
Boss.
Did you,
I
you
remember
made those? Did you make them?
It's my. I got a Crown by Fire pick endorsement. It's Crown by Fire on one side, but Boss on the other.
Oh, it
I
is.
got a,
Okay,
I got a
okay.
shitload of these picks.
I remember the first time I brought you up to Dave from Yidra. All he wanted to talk about was
Dave
your
Crocker.
tattoos.
Dave Crocker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that guy.
He's a fucking cool ass dude.
Still talk to him. You talk these tattoos?
No, your Kiss ones.
Ha.
He thought
He's
that
a
was
great
the-
artist, dude. He's a really
Dude,
good.
he's a
accomplished
fucking super
drawer.
good artist.
Yeah, he's really good on his
Yeah,
art.
man. He's got that that sort of like.
He was in Crown by
horror-
Fire for like a moment.
Yeah,
Is he still doing
Yeah.
Yidra?
He's doing your
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Their
Good.
singer quit, and then they found somebody else, I guess.
As far as I know, they have someone else.
Yeah.
No, he said on Instagram.
Oh, they got.
We don't talk anymore. We haven't talked in
You
like.
just saw it.
Yeah. Well, I hit him up because I kind of wanted to like talk to him and stuff, but it's all good.
Yeah.
I hit him up on Instagram, and
It might be like a whole new band, other than Dave.
well, Dave's the only original member left.
Okay, yeah, as I'm saying. From
Well,
the-
when I left, and then the our bassist left a while later, and then he was the only original one left. But I mean, it was him and Grant that made the band. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, man.
But
Wow.
Interesting.
yeah, good
Well,
band.
What a surprise. We're talking mostly about music tonight. I'm not surprised.
We went here. We've been all over the place. We've never
Yeah.
really stayed on the topic.
Nah, man.
He's asking about rock music, and somehow we've ended up in like the weeds.
But that's still
Yeah. And that's good.
that's
because
what we're
it
doing.
should
We're
be.
just we
that's
don't.
what it's about.
But we knew music's going to be like mostly.
Well, we're all that's what we're
talking
all
about.
our number one thing, right? So
Yeah.
it's just naturally where
Yeah.
you know, we go. And,
admittedly, between probably us three, there's probably one key person who probably not brought it to us, but Bobby rounded us in our paths, and that'd be Bubba.
Always.
and I guess Haas kind of too, right?
And Haas.
If you go
A little
back,
bit of
but
Haas,
more
yeah.
Rob. for
Haas
me.
kind of got
Yeah.
Rob into it, I think maybe. I don't know. You would
They
know
were
better.
in band. They were in band. You know, they
Yeah.
were in band like since.
I didn't really hang out with
Haas.
Haas like separate. If I hung out with Haas, it was typically you were there and Rob was there.
Yeah, I didn't
Haas
either.
First.
And you were there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
sat next.
I
To,
didn't-
as soon as they put me in Rosedale, I sat right next to Jim Haas.
Yeah.
Literally, and he was all about this band.
Well, you went to Rosedale?
Yeah.
Right?
I just gave away the location.
Nah, whatever. I think
Northern
people
LA
figured it out
County.
last time.
I sat right
We're not
next
worried
to
about it.
Haas, dude.
Norla.
And that's how I met kind of a lot of people.
Yeah.
I met
Yeah.
from Haas. I met Rob,
Yep.
and I met Rob playing Foursquare. He was playing Foursquare. You remember Foursquare?
I remember Foursquare.
It was. I forget who it was, but it was Rob and another kid named Ron Lawrence.
Ba-ba-ba.
Oh, Rob went to Rosedale too?
Yeah.
I didn't move here till 8th grade. I went to Seiko.
I was close
showed up
with
at
the
Seiko.
Gomez family. I mean, dude, I've been close to with the whole family. I mean, I never when Katrina was like 4, dude.
That's what I keep saying. You know,
I've been
you
close
knew
to that
better than
in
anybody,
a
I
long
think.
time.
Yep.
You know?
And I've still,
Jesse's up over a few
Remain
miles away
friends.
from here. He's not
Is
far.
he? Is he still
Yeah.
around? I haven't talked to Jesse in so long.
Yep. I haven't
So
either.
long.
I remember I hit him up a
Is
few
he still
years back
doing-
to play bass for
He rides
one of my
bikes,
projects.
motorcycles.
Oh, he's not in what's the fucking band?
He is, I
Neil.
think
He was in
he's not doing
Cutthroat
music.
with Neil.
I don't
Cutthroat,
think,
But I
yeah.
don't think he's playing at all.
Yeah, I don't
From
think-
what I know.
I think the music thing is like maybe he's taking a break.
I'd love it if somebody had I don't know who's got a place where we could do it, where we could all get together and just set up instruments and different people jump on them.
Like a freestyle and just
whatever,
wish.
man. Just a
I
party.
have
do
a
dude.
cover
drum set,
songs.
bass.
Yeah, I got
I have all
everything
that
too.
shit, but it's
Like-
all in the garage. But I can't play.
No, we need a place. That's
Yeah,
the problem. Like, you know, the
Go home
back in the
studio.
days, it
like
was
a Crickets or
just somewhere to jam.
Haskell
it.
no,
Canyon.
like, wherever. Like, I don't have an answer
Outside.
to that. Somebody else figure it out. Let us know. Like, I don't know.
Seriously.
I don't
let us
really
know
want
if you have any
I
ideas.
miss the generator shit and the party shit, but the cold weather.
Wilkerson.
Yeah,
No, no, it'd have to
What
be a
up,
house.
Wilkie?
Is that
Holy
Wilkerson?
What's up,
shit.
Wilkie?
Old school SCV.
What does he say?
He's not saying nothing. He's just watching.
He's watching.
But say something, Wilkie. I dare you.
Yeah, like a house or a. I don't know, man. We have to think about it, but.
Oh, everyone's got their own path, their own homes, their own families now.
I'll
No,
tell you
just
what.
like a get together. Like, it doesn't have to be formal.
Shout out to my drummer Garth, who is drumming for the cover band Gen X.
Oh, right on.
We jam at his house, a few miles away. We won't give it away, obviously, but he does a thing every summer, and he has like 5, 6 bands play.
Oh, no shit.
Didn't do it last year, of course,
Right.
but he
Yeah.
is going to do it this year.
Cool.
And we're going to play, and he's got like 2 or 3 other bands, so you guys are definitely invited.
Okay.
You know, I'll
fucking
get you
come.
more. It's not till like July, probably like 4th of July ish,
We'll see
somewhere
where we're
around
at
there.
then.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I'm excited to get back out there because I haven't been out there in a long time. But I'm definitely I'm going to be going to shows of people I know.
Yes.
Just because like
Yeah.
we're talking about the anxiety thing and stuff. It just helps a lot when you know everybody.
So you're gonna get anxiety as soon as
Start off small.
Yeah.
You work your
come
way up,
back and
dude.
you
Yeah.
resurface into it. You're gonna be like, oh, this is it's a different
I don't want
scene.
to.
It's different.
But I'm hoping that the scene that
But hopefully the feeling is
I'm
the
hoping the
same.
heroin hits. You know what I mean? Not real heroin. I'm talking about
No.
just the being around live music again.
It will, bro.
You know, we'll see.
I'll tell you what. When I go live, not go live, but when I perform live doing the cover band stuff, which we were doing last year until everything stopped because we had a show planned. We were pretty much jamming every week for a couple months, and then it stopped, and then went back to normal life, and it was just like, oh fuck. But I'll tell you what. Even singing other people's songs, I'm stoked, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, at least I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And I get to do it still with my original stuff with Billy in the studio, but we're just not playing out.
I meant
You
to
know?
ask you more about that. So you have
Billy Biohazard.
is that a
Shout out to
is
Billy
that a
Bio.
completely different thing?
As
The
far
thing
as
the thing with Billy.
You're separate.
yeah. It started as a studio project.
Right.
I just carried over the name Circle of Punishment because I had another.
Okay, but Circle of Punishment is what you're doing
That's
with
the
Billy.
name of the project with Billy.
Okay, I
Yeah.
I thought maybe there was 2 things going. Okay.
No.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right on, man.
Yeah. So
All
that
right.
started as a
Circle of Punishment. Google that shit.
Circle of Punishment. We have some stuff out there on Spotify. I know there's video up on YouTube. It started as just me and him, and I was funding everything for the first year. We did like 5, 6 songs.
Is he playing all the instruments or like how's it work?
He did all the instruments. I had ideas,
shit.
and I said,
so he's
I
playing
want this, I
he's
want
playing
that.
drums, bass, everything.
Well, he programs the drums,
Oh, okay.
and then he plays
Poor
guitar and
drummers,
bass,
man.
and I did all the vocals and all
Poor
that
drummers
shit.
are all getting programmed right now.
Yeah, that's
Do you
true.
wonder how many
Very
albums have
true.
been made? We talked about that last week.
I can
but
tell, but I'm not I wouldn't say I'm a drummer, but I've played drums, so I can tell.
There's
Well,
certain
either that or they're using
programs you can
triggers,
get.
right?
Yeah.
Like back in the day, it was triggers, which is
all
kind of the
triggers,
same thing.
just
So,
a pad.
Yeah, I can really tell with the bass drum. That's what I can always tell the most.
Yep.
Well, snare, a little bit of everything. Tom, sometimes it's hard to tell. Cymbals, they do a pretty good job of recreating those,
Yeah.
but
It's much easier than trying to set up a
dealing
kit
with that
and
asshole
then get
drummer.
the microphones.
Those
and
fucking
deal with the drummer.
asshole
You have to deal with
drummers,
it.
Just
dude.
shut the fuck up. We're figuring this part out, okay? Come on, man. You're staying sitting there.
Right.
It's all physical for a drummer. You have to have them to play songs
Yeah.
over to get your track right. Who was that?
Kelly and myself are down if you all put something together. What, you got like some property, Taxoni?
What you got? You gonna fucking host
Let
like
us
a?
know. What's up?
Yeah, dude.
We're down.
We're down to hang out just
We'll
with
be
you.
all
We're down to hang
responsible.
out with you. I'm down to hang out
We
with you
talk
anyways,
shit,
man.
but,
I haven't seen
yeah.
Tax in woo. How long has it been since you saw Tax?
Fuck.
I saw him one night randomly. Me and my chick were at a fucking hotel locally.
Yeah.
Just wanted to get away for a little while, and he was there. 5 years ago now, I think.
No shit.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him in.
but that before that, it'd probably been 15 years.
It's been a long fucking time.
Something like
It's been
that.
a long time, Tax.
Too long.
Yeah. Everybody. Too long.
Very long.
Yeah.
Everybody. We all got,
Yeah.
we got lives. That's what I was saying too. Is like now we're getting older, and our kids are getting older. When people have had kids and stuff, and
Right.
now we're kind of, ready. Maybe
Kids are coming to shows now.
or
we'll start
you can
passing it
or you
down.
can go
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
You can leave the kids at home, or
Yeah.
they're moved on, or
Yeah.
whatever the case is. They're moved out, and you're back on your own.
Dude, this year, I'm going to be playing shows, most likely with the cover band, and my daughter will be 21, and she can actually go to a show with me, and I can have a drink with her.
That's cool.
That's what's
That's a
happening
first.
now. That's a first. But it reminds me like what I used to do with my dad. My dad took me to these clubs in like downtown LA, like these jazz and like blues clubs,
Yeah,
because I'm tall.
that's
and
really fucking cool. I'm really jealous about
dude,
that.
he was managing some band. My dad was a hustler, bro.
Yeah.
Like he just he talked his way out. He was a lawyer, so he
I feel
had the gift of
I
gab.
don't think I ever.
Quick wit.
I don't know if I ever
Very
met your
much.
dad.
No, he wasn't around that much. He came to our graduation from Saugus, but
Then
that
I met
was.
I don't
You
remember,
must have.
though. I don't remember.
I know, dude. It's a long time ago. A lot of shit's happened.
I think I do have pictures of us at graduation somewhere.
I think I do,
digitally,
too.
Maybe on. Oh, they might have been on Facebook, and I deleted. My
I think I
Facebook,
have a
so.
notebook or folder or whatever you call
Oh,
it.
I don't have. This is all.
With
Like
all
I said,
kinds
those
of shit.
pictures. That's all the pictures I own.
I try to find mine.
Like hard copy wise. That's
Yep.
all you have.
Everything else was.
Yeah, I know. I
I've
get
moved
it.
so many goddamn times.
Everything's in the fucking cloud, dude.
That's the other problem too. Like all the digital shit over the years. I'm sure millions of people have lost all their shit.
Yeah.
Hard drives.
This is a
and-
lost
Yeah.
art taking pictures, dude.
People,
I love
it's
hard
coming.
drive
It's
pictures.
coming back. It's sort of
It is.
history, maybe. But I think people are realizing that they lose all this shit, and if you have these physical copies,
Dude, there's new
they'll
Polaroids
last
that have
forever.
come out now. I
Oh,
forget
yeah,
what the name
my
of them.
daughter's got one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My chick has one, and
What's funny is
They
they're
come
not
out
as good as the
cool.
old Polaroids, though.
but
the
they're
little
close.
ones, right? They're
Yeah,
like
they're
the
little.
little-
They're like
yeah.
kind of like that big,
Yeah.
but you know,
The processed ones that come right out.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Like they process right out.
And they have a camera
shake 'em?
attached to it too. You shake them.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you don't actually. That doesn't do anything.
don't really
but that's
have
what,
to
that's
shake
what we
'em,
did.
but-
We all have done it.
I think that's just a natural
Everybody does
thing.
it.
You just grab it and go, "Come on."
It's just in
You
kids
just
being
wanna see
impatient.
it. Oh, there it
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, dude.
That's so funny, dude.
Video too. All that VHS shit, man.
Dude, I've got so much to transfer, bro.
I know.
I have
was
so
gonna
much
buy.
stuff
I
to
was gonna buy a
transfer.
capture card and just start transferring it myself, but I'm so fucking lazy.
I would need to sit down with like
That's the
someone
problem,
and
right?
do all this crazy.
Not anymore, unfortunately. Had
Do some
5
Cool Men
acres
in Black,
active,
like,
but
tribute
lost it to
stuff.
my ex. Oh shit.
What's that?
Damn,
Tax
sorry,
Tony.
dude.
Sorry about that, Tax. Well,
What do you let?
hopefully you'll be on the come up again. No, he was saying that he used to have 5 acres in Acton.
Oh.
Can you imagine? Fucking 5 acres.
We
I remember that.
We missed,
I
we
remember
missed
he
that
was up
boat,
there.
man.
Yeah, man.
That's all right. Somebody's got to have some land somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Unless Bill Gates is buying it all.
Well, it's whatever. I mean, it doesn't have to be anytime soon. I was just saying at some point we should all have it.
You just need a garage, dude, and don't get made to somewhere a little bit remote.
somewhere
Don't-
nobody's gonna
Summertime,
get
dude.
pissed. That's
and you
all.
can't have a lot of people there because you don't want to bring any suspect to your.
No, I
place.
mean that's what I mean. Like you know,
Yeah.
when everything opens up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, you
Although
say
they can't do anything right now. Like if you could have 20
you
people
can have
over here and they can't.
capacities, but during the pandemic,
yeah,
there
we
were
could start
garage
new-
shows happening, and these people were private message me for your address.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
yeah,
the
yeah.
address.
Oh,
and they can
right,
only
right.
have like 10 people there.
Yeah, I know comedians
it.
were
That was
comedians
it.
were doing like shows in people's apartments and shit like that. You know,
And which is
Oh.
cool, which is like going back underground,
I
dude.
like fuck, I missed
What's
that.
that one
I
comedian,
wish I
Bert
would've known.
Kreischer? Joe Rogan was talking about him, and I follow him, but I don't really get his shit on Instagram. But he was doing like outdoor
Oh, the drive-ins, yeah.
drive-in
See,
shit.
I don't know, man.
People honking at him and shit. Like, I don't
Seems
know how
weird to
that
me
works.
to sit in my car and watch a band. I'd do it probably though, but
They
I
were
just,
doing that out in
But I want
Oxnard.
to. But I want to.
Sit on your hood and watch the band.
Yeah, if we were allowed to do that,
That's
that would
allowed
be cool.
to be. I'm sure
But
you are.
I think it's
Right-
so
right in the
rigid.
back of the truck.
Cars are probably
Right,
like,
Right in the
right.
back of Mike Taxoni's truck and watch it.
right?
Like back in the
Memories,
day.
yeah.
But
Shit,
Drive-ins.
getting
I
pulled
like the
over by
drive-in.
cops.
I like the
with
drive-in
baseball
too, but I
bats.
don't know about a drive-in band or
Not for a band, but for a movie.
maybe. Yeah. Oh no, for a movie, it's great.
There's this band.
sound
what
sucks,
the fuck
but
are they called? They're from
maybe it's
out
gotten
here.
better.
It's different.
Has it gotten better?
Bluetooth technologies,
Oh,
dude.
that's right.
Yeah, you
It's
fucking,
probably great now.
Yeah, you get the fucking.
You
get the-
Bluetooth through your phone and then
through
your
your
phone
phone,
Bluetooth.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Some band from out here
sense.
was
It's not like the
playing
little hookup.
out in Oxnard.
The little hookup.
Remember they would hang on your window?
I remember that shit.
And then you would turn to like some AM station.
It'd be like
but it was
hanging-
still cool when I was a
hanging
kid,
on the
dude. I saw
pole.
like E.T. and Poltergeist
Yep.
and a lot of cool
I
shit.
saw Star Wars. In
I
the
saw Total
drive-in.
Recall.
No shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, Total Recall. I saw that shit
In
there.
a drive-in?
I just
Yeah,
watched Total
at
Recall
Winnetka.
recently. That movie's still good, dude.
There was never a drive-in out here though.
There was.
We always had
There
There
was.
was?
Specific,
There was?
There was a Pacific.
Where?
on Soledad.
No shit.
Where the
What year was this?
dude?
Before our time, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
before
I
our
guess so.
time. It was
Okay.
closed, and they probably demolished it by the time as we were getting older. But there was
Yeah.
a drive-in on Soledad, like by the kind of where the Speedway used to be, but opposite side. Kind of like where the
Oh,
bowling
where all
alley,
that-
next to the bowling alley and the
Oh,
Fosters
okay,
right
okay,
there.
They took it
yeah.
down and put that
Like
shit
literally
there.
next door to the bowling alley.
That
was
Frosty
that
Freeze
whole-
closed, dude.
Yeah,
Shout
but
out to
that's
Foster's.
Where that's where the fucking drive.
Fro-
Yeah.
Fosters, yeah.
Fosters.
They just,
Frosty
Fosters
Freeze.
how long ago did it close?
Man,
Did
they
you know?
made great malts, dude.
3 years
No,
ago
dude.
or some
Great
shit.
ice cream cones too.
Fuck
Oh, it's
yeah.
been that long?
The half and half dip cones? Fuck yeah.
Oh, I thought they
bro.
closed recently because I just noticed
Maybe
it.
It's been
2
a couple
years.
years, dude.
At
I
least
just, I've
2
just been
years.
noticing
2 or
like
3 years.
Yeah.
stuff now that with the pandemic, I've noticed when stuff is
gone.
closed.
Yeah.
I'd say two.
Mount
I know.
Asia just closed. Well, they
Yeah.
sold.
They got bought out.
Yeah.
Yeah, some new companies.
Somebody said
buying them out.
MB2 is moving in there.
Is it still, is it still
MB2. That's right. Yep.
Is
It's a
it still going to
go-kart
be like
place.
a family park?
We
Yeah.
don't know. MB2 is like
Supposedly.
strictly like more like high performance go
High-performance
karts.
cars.
Oh,
yeah.
so they're
Yeah.
not going to have the whole
We don't know. I
mini
don't know.
golf.
Mini
and-
golf and shit.
Who knows?
It's always been an activity.
boats.
Like in the '80s, I think there was like fucking water slides over there at one
know.
point.
I wasn't here in the 80s. Well,
Yeah, I want to say that
I used to
little
go to
area.
the
I
Ages
moved here in
there.
'88, so
Oh.
anything before that.
I moved here in
don't know.
'88 too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Castaic, but
Yeah.
Same
I was
shit.
in
Wow.
from the valley to
Technically,
Castaic, dude, talk about a
Valencia,
culture
I guess
shock.
that would have been.
Good lord.
It was a big
This
difference.
town was different, man. A lot of
Yeah.
onion fields, a lot of dirt,
Yeah, it
a lot
was-
of bike
Oh, it
jumps.
was more
'Cause-
sticky. Like
well,
more out in the felt more in the sticks.
More
or-
sticky, yeah. Just less people, less traffic, less smog. Well, that was good.
Dude, it's crazy
But no
how this,
grocery store.
It's crazy. When I moved to
We had to go to
Riverside,
Valencia.
I moved to Riverside, and when I came back, I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" I was only gone for like 5 years,
Yeah.
so I came back 2000.
This place boomed, bro.
I want to say
Boom.
Look at it
2007.
now.
I know.
It's crazy. There's 250,000 people here.
It's nuts.
There was
Seems like there's
probably
more.
there was
It's very
probably
different.
50,000 when we graduated. I bet.
If that.
Can you imagine the population of this town when we were active as bands, and that was like
How's there no scene? How the fuck is there
that's
no
what I'm
scene? in
saying.
this
Oh,
town?
How
man.
can there be no scene now?
Some
But
of these
can you
open,
imagine
some of these
have-
open a mother. Well, they have the
They-
Canning Club, right? Have you guys been to the? I've
Yep.
never been.
I've been
Canning Club.
Is it good?
a couple times. Yeah, where you played with Lee.
At the mall.
Oh, the theater.
Yeah,
The theater at the mall.
at the mall.
Yeah, I played there
Yeah,
twice
yeah,
with him.
yeah.
Is it pretty cool?
It's
I've
cool.
never even walked. I've
It's-
never even
It's
been in.
nice, dude.
Yeah.
It's nice, but you know, again, they're not gonna have just any fucking band on their
Oh,
stage.
they want like.
And they have
Yeah,
pay to
dude.
play it too.
I know they do like Warrant went through there and like.
It's a lot of
some
the
They
cover
have a
bands,
lot of
bands,
those
a lot of
types of
cover
bands.
Yeah.
Classic dinosaur legend bands with like one
Yep.
original member.
Oh,
you
yeah.
Right.
know? And then a band
Yep.
like the shit that I do, like Pottymouth, can never ever fucking play there.
Yeah, Circle of Punishment, we could not play there, dude.
They're not gonna have.
Not at all.
I seen
Somebody
it.
needs to open like a small club.
It's like the dinosaur. Like I saw Ace Frehley there.
Oh, that's right.
I bet the city don't want it
Played
though.
there with Lilo twice.
Right.
Actually,
Shout
I
out to
did hear Ace-
Lilo.
I did see Ace Frehley was gonna. That wasn't that long ago, huh?
Yeah,
That
that was. Yeah, I was there. It was fucking front row, man.
Nick Love was
Oh,
there with
big
you,
that
right?
night.
I saw.
Shout
I
out
think
to
I
Nick
saw
Love.
because I remember I was going to the
Yeah.
mall with the family and I stopped and I like looked on the board and I think I saw Ace
Yeah.
Frehley.
Fuck yeah, that was a good show. I
missed
liked
that.
it. It was awesome. Just in your own hometown. Whoever thought? You know. That's
Yeah.
why I was like, oh, that's
But it was
interesting.
packed.
It was sold out.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, my buddy from Bakersfield, Mark DeLeon, he brought the Kiss van down that he owns, and we all took pictures. You know,
Nice.
from
Right
a
on.
Kiss van, a literal fucking life-size Kiss van.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, you
fucking
guys were
awesome.
big. You guys were big Kiss guys. You and Haas and
Bubba.
Still are.
No,
I mean-
but I mean that's like that's.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
Oops.
that's what kind of that's. In the '70s, Kiss was an institution, man. It was kind of,
Yeah.
it was like science fiction,
I
superhero.
I missed Kiss back then. I was.
on the block is the sickest.
My
band
brother was into
around.
punk,
Wow.
so I was
All
like
right.
straight into punk.
Shout out to Mike
That's good.
Parker.
You had,
And then
had-
and then I got into like the hair metal and all that when that was big.
You had
into
an
it.
older relative or
yeah!
sibling,
Yeah.
family member to introduce you to good stuff. I was like my cousin Warren. My cousin Warren introduced me to. I never heard Metallica. He played the Four Horsemen for me,
Oh, shit.
and then I heard SOD. He played Speak English or Die
Stormtroopers of
before I heard
Death.
Anthrax, and I
Yeah.
heard that guitar,
Yeah.
and then I heard Anthrax. I'm like, it kind of sounds. I'm like 12, 13 years old, and I'm like, that guitar sounds familiar.
Scott
But
Ian.
he showed that, he introduced it to me, and that was really it. I wanted my guitar to sound like that Scott Ian,
Oh,
the
yeah.
SOD thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
for me it
Bubba,
was-
I introduced it to Rob. I introduced Anthrax to Rob, and we were like, because we were already Kiss freaks.
Yeah.
Twisted Sister, Wasp. This is '85.
Fuck yeah. Blackly Lawless, dude.
Yeah, we were all in that shit. Maiden. It was just a thing to do. We were kids, dude.
Yeah.
Wanna
Quiet,
be
right?
somebody, be somebody.
I remember being in like
soon.
4th grade and stealing my brother's Spike bracelet.
Yeah.
And I had stole a tape. I had stole a cassette tape from him that he had on like he had like Minor Threat on there and Sex Pistols.
Nice.
I remember the first time I heard Animal by Sex Pistols, and I was like, I'm like 4th grade, dude. I was like, what the fuck is this, dude?
Oh, it's all rebellious.
Oh,
Right.
fuck this and fuck that. Fuck it all, you fucking bloody brats.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. I was like,
She
what?
don't want a baby
Blew
who
my
looks like
fucking
that.
mind,
Straight up
dude.
English
I don't
talk,
want
dude.
a baby who looks like that.
I don't know what you say. I always used to say, Boccia. I don't know what he's saying right there.
Bodies.
Oh,
I don't know what he
Bodies.
says.
That's
I
the
don't know
song.
what he
Bodies.
says.
That-
I don't
no,
know what he
that's
says.
what the song's called. Bodies, right? It's not Animal. It's Bodies.
Bodies. Classic song.
Bodies. You want an animal?
Great.
I used to call it Animal. I was a little kid, man.
It was different though. You remember like the impact it made on you though. It was so fresh and it was.
It
so,
definitely, looking back on it
impact.
now, it definitely made me not like authority and shit.
Okay, I got
That
something to
probably
say
had
about
something to do
that.
with it.
There's pictures of me floating around in my family heirlooms of photos from when I was a kid. And not that it's a bad thing, but like I have to say that Def Leppard played a part in my life for about 2 years.
Oh, hair metal. I think, dude.
Did you have the British
every-
shirt, bro?
I had the hysteria.
Come
I had the
on,
British
and
shirt. I had all that
British
shit,
fucking-
bro.
Yeah, in the oh gosh, what
9 years old, probably 10 years old, 83,
yeah.
84.
Who wasn't into hair metal, dude?
Yeah, dude.
I
And
felt
we didn't
bad
call, we
when
didn't call
Homeboy
it. We
lost
didn't even
his
call it
arm.
then back then. It
No,
was heavy
it was
metal.
just rock.
Heavy metal. It
Rock
was
To
heavy
metal.
metal.
the
Yeah.
kids, you know, it was heavy metal.
Yeah.
They call it bubblegum rock, is what the adults used to call it. Bubblegum rock, because the
So
average.
our parents called it bubblegum rock.
Yeah, because that's what the industry called it, because the average listener was like 12, 13. or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like
Right, right.
that. So,
It became classic fucking rock metal, whatever.
I mean,
A
everything
lot of it, yeah.
morphs.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
a lot of it.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
My wife's really into that stuff now, because she's usually into like Katy Perry or something, you know, shit like that. And then lately she's
Right.
been listening. Like I'm walking by and she's listening to Def Leppard. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Let's go. What's up? I'm all
There
excited.
could be a rabbit hole there, dude. And she
What?
might have an opening maybe for like
I
some
got
Alice in
it.
Chains.
Slow process,
or
bro. Slow process.
Soundgarden, maybe.
We actually drove to Seattle a couple summers ago, and I played all the way up there. I played that Sirius station.
The grungy station type.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what it was.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Lithium. it's
Lithium.
called.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, she was okay, but she just wasn't into it. She just was never into that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, it's not
Different
for
strokes for
everybody.
different folks, right?
Exactly. Dude, I
We
never
got
thought
to
I'd be a
live
metal
together.
musician when I was a kid. Like, I thought I'd always be into hip hop or just be like like playing football or
Def
some
Leppard's a
shit.
gateway drug, bro.
Dude, I blame them, bro. I blame Joe Elliott,
Yeah.
dude, for sure.
Skid Row, I was big into Skid Row. I remember that. It's pretty big.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's a statement.
Early
bro.
high school.
That's a statement.
Early high school.
I mean, just it's a bold statement to make that.
For like well, you know, I was trying.
brave.
I didn't know what the fuck. I didn't know anything about music, man. I was learning. You
Yeah,
know?
just whatever perked your ears.
Yeah.
I remember when like I said, dude, I remember when me and Rob first heard Guns N' Roses. It was Welcome to the Jungle. dude.
Appetite,
Oh.
dude.
And that kind of changed. It did
That
change the
changed a lot of
landscape
shit,
for a lot,
dude.
just for music. But I mean, just
Yeah.
for like us, we're like, whoa, what's that? It's like it was like
Yeah.
just different, and we knew it. And I remember when he went to Music Plus, when it used to be a Music Plus out here.
I remember right on Bouquet.
He bought the Appetite for Destruction cassette.
Became Warehouse,
And we
right?
fucking wore it. We wore it out, dude.
Oh, hell
it was
yeah,
right
dude.
there on.
That was in Candy Country.
No, it was right here. Music
Oh.
Plus was right there.
Maybe Warehouse was Candy
It's
Country.
where
No,
the
Warehouse was
It's
where
where the Wendy's is, across the street from by the Best Buy.
That was a warehouse.
Right, right,
It was
right.
a Music Plus
right.
there, bro.
That's right.
But it was a
yeah.
warehouse
It
at the
probably
end.
became a warehouse.
Yeah.
Where the bake is, whatever that bake
when I
is.
lived out
now.
here. Oh, you know what? I think
Yeah.
it was warehouse before they became not a record store. So at the end
I
they were a
remember it being
warehouse.
Music Plus.
You used to buy your tickets there. Remember when you
Yeah,
actually
used to buy your
you actually go stand in line and buy concert tickets?
Yeah.
Yep, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And then you
I
know,
bought several.
The earlier you got your ticket, it guaranteed how farther you were closer to the stage. Now it's how much you want to pay out to want to
Yep.
fucking be up there.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, a level of greed hit the industry because, like, you see bands like Kiss and the meet and greets, or 2,500 just to meet Gene Simmons. I've met a lot of my heroes, like just after the show or
Yeah.
before the show. But it's just, I get it. They're compensating for the loss because there's just no record sales, no ticket sales.
Yeah.
the touring industry's fucked. So that's why they do these things. All these bands are doing it now.
Yeah. Maybe it's becoming more like people are going to have to be into it for
It's
the
almost
art.
inhuman, dude. It's an inhuman aspect to meeting the artist.
Well, at least now though you could
It goes
self-produce
against-
now and
It's
get
just-
you could
it's-
self-produce and get 100%, right?
Yeah.
So there's that too. You
There's
couldn't
that
do
artist, that rapper Tom McDonald.
There's
He's
a lot of-
fucking killing it.
There's a
The
lot
one,
of
the one
He
that's
has
like,
number one hit songs.
yeah.
And he
like
produces.
two- yeah.
He makes his own videos. His girlfriend helps make the videos. He writes all his lyrics. He has no management,
He's all
no
in-house.
labels.
I mean, if you were like,
All in
if you were
house.
like,
DIY.
say you were 21, 22, and you had a metal band, like you're not
Yeah.
going to go find distribution. Where distribute it where?
right.
Right?
But
Record
when
stores, I
you're-
guess maybe.
There's distributors out there. Europe's a market.
Europe,
there's
oh,
South
yeah,
America
Europe still-
market.
Europe loves metal.
Huge.
Yeah, South
loves metal.
America. America's just in a really, really different transitional
Very
time.
It's a
decadent.
dark time
Yeah,
here.
it's transitional, man.
Yeah.
Metal used to be
It
really,
really
big
is.
here.
You hear about it. You've heard about it for maybe prior to the pandemic. You know, you wanted to take your band to Europe because you play all those fucking festivals.
Yeah.
What's out here, dude?
And that ain't happening until next year. They have festivals out here. They're
I don't
just
know,
not
man. I think
as-
somebody's
But
gonna
out
pop
there,
one
you have
off.
like 3-day festivals with these killer fucking bands, like all fucking day for 3 days. mean,
I don't
here,
understand. I
you
don't
go
understand
see
why you can't do
Coachella.
that.
Who's
We had
really
we
going
had
to
those
Coachella,
we
you know?
had festivals
all
out
pop
here
shit.
during the pandemic.
Well, it doesn't.
They were called protests.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just saying, why can you have protests, get a bunch of people together outside, but you can't have a show outside? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Because they're doing something in the name of changing the culture.
What if you're
changing
doing something in the
way
name of
that people
sanity?
think. Yeah.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
not saying it's right.
Yeah, I mean, it's just these
You
kind
know.
of things where you start to, where I don't understand why more people aren't upset.
That's
all.
why it's okay to go and burn down a building up in Portland and punch cops in the face.
Well, regardless of all the burning
But-
down.
That's
and
called
stuff-
the summer of love.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
Regardless
That's
of all the
reborn.
burning down
Everything
and all
else
that
is
kind of stuff.
domestic terrorism.
Yeah.
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 But that's the summer of love when a criminal warlord can take 6 square city blocks.
Yeah.
There's
And that's
another
called
one
the
now.
summer
There's
of love.
another
Antifa's
one
just
right
an
now.
idea.
In,
I've
It's not
argued
real.
that with
According to
friends,
Biden.
dude.
But you know.
Yeah.
I've argued that, and like I said, I hate talking this shit because I've lost friends. I've given up friends because I'm like, we have really nothing in common anymore, dude. Maybe just friends.
Maybe that was the way it's
and
supposed to be.
music,
The way it
but
ended
you
up.
have you have a
you know?
really altered, weird way of life, and so do I. And
Yeah.
we're not on the same path, dude.
Right.
And I wish you well. I
Yep.
hate no one. I wish you well.
Yeah.
Because chances are, Brad,
course.
I just
I'm
don't
never
like-
going to see them again.
Yeah, that's the other part, right?
I'm never going to see them again unless
Yeah.
one of us dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These people don't even talk to me anyway. I'm hanging out with Angelo. I'm doing Green Jello. I'm playing Pottymouth.
You're doing what you should be
But
doing.
the minute I have a problem with CNN, here they are.
Yeah.
And that it's like, fuck you, bro. You're not a real friend. Real
Yeah.
friends don't do that. I wouldn't do it to you.
There's a
We've
lot
had
of
talks
I
about
expect
this.
that. I
Well,
expect
yeah.
that back.
I just
They
don't
chime in with their own self-righteousness.
Yeah,
I don't
it.
like
The
how
moral superiority.
Yeah.
The arrogance, dude.
Yeah.
that's what it is. The
Betas, too.
I'm
They need
right,
to get fucking punched, dude.
I'm right.
Takes their own blood.
But they can't because they're on the internet.
I'm not
They
gonna
wouldn't
punch
talk.
them,
But
but I
I'm
mean,
just saying they
They
wouldn't talk
wouldn't do
that
that
shit
in
to your
person,
face.
no. Of
No,
course
but
not.
it's like
Nobody's
Of
gonna
course
get
not.
in your face and say
Again,
all that shit.
They're
why
hiding
can't I
behind their
like blue?
keyboard,
And why
bro.
can't you like red?
That's the
What the
point.
fuck, bro? We
Why
make
can't-
purple,
I
bro.
love purple.
Yeah.
I like
Fuck,
purple,
man.
too. Fuck it.
You know, it's like what
That's my
happened to the
political
art of
party,
disagreeing?
purple.
Something, and it's like
Yeah.
you know, like look, dude.
Yeah.
That's
Camped
what I mean,
out
like,
all
it's-
night for Lollapalooza tickets at the warehouse.
Who's that?
Taxoni.
Hell yeah.
Taxoni's been to some shows. He knows. He's
Yeah.
been a lot of
He-
those
he's
fucking
OG.
shows
All
with
the,
us.
I remember, yeah, Lollapalooza. He probably drove
Taxoni
me
is
to
an
Lollapalooza.
OG.
He's
like
seen
a
a lot. I know
motherfucker.
Taxoni was there when we went to a lot of those shows at the Roxy and the Whiskey.
Oh yeah.
At those
He-
weekday,
shit, he
those
was
weekday
alright
shows.
most
that
of the
they're
time.
doing.
Tax was a true head.
Yeah.
There's a few true heads out there. I mean, your
OG to the
Evans,
core,
you guys,
bro.
obviously. I came and
Wilkerson.
went. So Wilkie definitely.
Wilkerson is definitely OG.
Evan, Baldy, Rao. You know, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Eric
Like
Carter.
kind of that era. You know the era I'm talking about.
Eric Carter.
Carter.
Yeah.
Damn.
The ones who kind of went through like
Risotto.
Rob and Alex.
Cram.
and all that.
Cram. Yeah, Rob right.
Cramonomics.
Exactly.
The
Yeah.
people that were there for that are sort of like who I think that era.
Shout
I know
out to
this
Cram,
earlier
Mark
and-
Risotto.
Cram's living.
Follow
Holy
him
shit,
on Instagram.
Cram?
Yeah, he's living up in like that's
Dude, he
San Diego,
builds
I think.
like
Oh
it's
my
beautiful,
God, dude.
beautiful pieces of wood.
I haven't even. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't even
cabinets
heard
and
that
shit.
name in.
Dude.
Dude,
I haven't heard
he's
that
like
name
a
in-
master fucking
Craftsman.
woodman craftsman.
Yeah.
Dude,
You
I
should
just
see-
got into
you
that
should see
shit.
the
Dude,
stuff he
I just gotta
builds.
have
Follow
Chubb.
him, bro.
I just gotta have Chubb, dude.
Follow
Yeah.
him, dude.
I'll find him. He's on yours.
Risotto
Probably.
Woodworks.
Risotto Woodworks.
Risotto Woodworks.
Yeah.
Risotto Woodworks.
He's got
Yeah.
two beautiful kids.
Oh,
He's got a
dude.
beautiful wife. I was actually, I want to say, not at the wedding, but I remember they had the whole reception.
Ha.
So
Yeah.
that was
Nice,
years ago.
dude.
But yeah, he's doing good, man. He's still crammed, dude. You know, a romantic drunk. Not a drunk, but a romantic, like he likes his beer and he takes pride in drinking. It's a romantic aspect to him.
Sure.
But he's not out of control, but he's still fucking crammed, dude. I love
Everybody
him, dude.
handles all the shit
I
differently.
fucking
You know?
love that guy, dude.
Everybody handles their vices
Yeah.
differently.
I shouldn't
Some
say
people
he's
can
not
handle-
drunk, dude.
Well, whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
alcohol's a drug.
Yeah, man.
Weed's
but
a drug. Caffeine's a drug. It's all a drug.
Cigarettes are a drug. Vaping's a drug.
Everything.
pussy.
Thinking's a drug.
Yeah, that's definitely a
Pussy.
drug.
Pussy's a great drug. Tastes great
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, more people need to take
For
that thinking
breakfast,
drug,
right?
That's for sure.
For breakfast.
You wrote a song about it, bro.
Pussy
I've never.
for breakfast.
I don't remember ever there being a time where so many people thought they were right. You know what I mean?
I think people
Absolutely
well,
right.
can't admit when
you
they're
can't
wrong.
talk. You can't even talk. You know what it's like talking about
Yeah.
religion? It's the same thing when you
Oh,
find
dude,
somebody
it's
who's really
disgusting,
religious,
bro. It's disgusting.
and you're like, "Look,"
Like a
and they
Bible
want to talk to
thumper?
you. Well, you know, they want to talk to you about it, and you're like, okay. And then you start to have a conversation, and they just go, "Well, you just got to believe," and you're like, "What?"
I think there's
Like,
two.
that's
like, why do I
There's
have
Bible
to?
thumpers, and then there's people with faith.
I don't have any problem with anybody that believes in anything. What I'm saying is,
Yeah.
though, you can't tell me that I can't believe what I want to believe.
Believe whichever you want to believe.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And that's
dude.
where we've gotten
That's
to a point
the-
where
yeah.
we've gotten to this
It's that-
point where,
yeah, it's a hive mind collective of thoughts, and it's like,
weird,
dude, you have to
man.
break away from that.
and I don't think it's as many people as we think. I think it's a lower percentage than people think. It's just
It probably is.
they're really fucking loud.
They're very
Social
loud,
media,
and they're
dude.
just
You know?
they're the
The
ones that
squeaky
are
wheel
part
gets
of the
the grease,
cancel
right?
culture and all that shit. It's like
Yeah.
we need to tame them somehow.
We just need to ignore them and be like, Fuck
Silence
you.
is the killer, man.
Fuck you.
You don't get angry because
Yeah.
That's
you know,
where I'm at with all of them. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, just go away.
Big middle
I don't have
finger,
time
right?
for you. Yeah, fuck you.
Big
much.
middle finger to all that shit.
FOAD. You know what I mean?
Can't handle it anymore, man.
Nah.
They're gonna try to stunt our creativity and try to tell us how to think. And it's
They
just,
can't put
I
you
think-
in. I mean, they're
they're
not
like
like
thought
put you in
police,
jail
bro.
or anything. They're just. You
like
know,
thought police.
what are they going to take from you?
Yeah.
Oh, who cares?
It's
what
when you
they
have a
think of
career, you know, that's what's fucked up. Is
Yeah.
that Hollywood's scared and
Yeah.
musicians are scared and, you know, everybody's scared.
You can't
But they're
go
starting to
against
step
the
up.
norm.
A lot of them are starting to step up, so we'll see what happens.
I
It's just
hope
gotten
so.
too far. It's gone too far.
Well, it just becomes like
There's gonna be a
certain
breaking
words
point.
you can't
Yeah.
say. There's trigger words. There's cartoon characters. It's coming to the point where like
The
you can't really
cartoon
make
character
you
thing
can't
is
make
so
people laugh.
ridiculous, man.
You can't
Insanity.
hardcore crude jokes about Jews, Italians, you know,
But that's the thing is,
Polish people.
the
It's like
truth-
it's offensive. It's like not really, dude, because we're all in this together, man.
The
Yeah.
truth, though, is the real truth is you can. It's just some
Can.
people. It's just certain people don't like it.
It's more like a younger generation.
They're
bro.
just really loud about it. They didn't used to be loud about it. They just wouldn't listen to it. If you didn't like it, you didn't listen to
Turn
it.
the channel.
It is a generation thing.
All of a
Right.
sudden, people
It's-
don't know how to change a channel.
It's what bothers me
Yeah.
when adults
Unsubscribe
Yeah.
or whatever,
That-
right?
I can
And
understand
smash
when
the like
kids
button.
Yeah.
act like this.
Yes.
but
Make
when
sure
the
you
adults
smash
act
that.
like this,
Weird,
it trips
right?
me out.
Yeah.
because they've lived in our generations and
Maybe
grown
we're-
up with like with the things we've grown up with. So when you hear
Right.
these adults do this shit now, it's almost for me. It's like it's baffling to me. But I can understand it being an 18, 19-year-old.
Sure, absolutely.
This 19-year-old is going to tell me about history. He just graduated in 2015.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Well, we
dude.
were like that though. We
I
thought
get
we
it,
knew
though.
We
Right.
thought you think you know what you think you know it all.
Right. Your
But
life
now,
is-
when that's a really good point.
That's all I'm
adults,
saying.
Adults all of a sudden think
You got to
they
be
know
a
it
little
all.
bit
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
off your.
And you're like,
Yeah.
and then if you make a point, they're like, "Fuck you," and you're like, "Wait, what?" That we were having a
Their
conversation.
point
No.
is more
Civil
important than your
discourse is
point.
fucking out.
Yeah.
It's out, dude. It's fucking out.
Yes, it is.
They
And you
try,
can only-
but it usually ends in like some of them
What a weird
name
time.
calling you or insults,
I think-
or you're a little bit dense, or you're almost Neanderthal.
And you're
Like,
not
and it's like,
woke.
you know what, dude? Don't fucking call me those things.
I
dude.
honestly feel like we're swing. It's with the pendulum's starting to swing back.
I hope
though.
you're
I
right,
really
bro.
do. I really do.
It should be
so.
just fucking not swinging centered in the middle, dude.
should never swing.
What a
You
tax.
can't go left, you can't go right. You just be fucking middle road. Take best of both worlds. You know.
I'm gonna go use your restroom real
Go
quick.
ahead, man.
I'll be
Bro,
back.
I got you.
Yeah, you
my-
yeah, you ready?
I got
If
you,
my,
bro.
if my
I
dog's
need two
barking,
hands.
if my dog's barking, you just pet him.
Yeah, that's funny,
course.
dude.
They're super friendly.
I love dogs.
All right.
That's fucking awesome.
Well, fuck, man, it's been a long time, dude, since we fucking
Yeah,
saw
man.
each other. I think the last time I saw you was probably at a show somewhere. I don't know.
might
I
have
think we
been-
played a couple shows together. I don't know. There's so many
You said you were
shows.
booking shows at the VU, so that
Oh, I
probably,
booked you. I did a.
so that-
you did a Monday Night Massacre with me once. Pottymouth did. I did
would
that.
that be one of the last times you might have like worked or
Yeah.
seen each other?
Yeah, that was probably it.
I
That
couldn't
was
even.
probably
What
it.
year would that have been? Monday Night Massacres. What were you doing at? Like 2008, 2009, 10, 11, 12?
Somewhere in there. 20. I don't know.
Because you said you stopped playing music in 2010, 2011.
I stopped playing music before that. I stopped playing music. I'd have to fuck. I don't even know. It's
said 10
2008 probably actually that I stopped playing and I took a break and then I started promoting, and then I started doing. I fell into the DJ thing and then I wanted to make money, so I started promoting shows, and I was doing the VOO. Yeah, it was probably
That was at
2009.
the VOO?
Mhm.
Those Monday things?
Yeah, I only did 3 of them though,
Yeah.
and then shit, it just didn't work out or whatever.
Yeah, being promoter is kind of rough, dude. You lose a little
I
money.
wasn't trying to make any. Well, for those, I wasn't trying to make money. It was that was where. The other ones, the DJ ones, and like I had these huge where there was like 10 bands and 10 DJs. It was fucking crazy.
Was that
Those ones I
outside,
was trying to
some
make.
in the parking lot, some inside?
Yeah, so they had that bar area, so I had all the DJs out. It wasn't just me though. It wasn't just me. It was all my like idea and
But it
name
was
and all that
a
stuff. It
couple
was
people
called
involved.
Saturate, like because it was on Saturday and we were saturating with all these. Anyways, and but yeah, I had you guys play. Actually, I remember you remember you played with Cody's band. Which one was it?
He's got a couple, I want to say.
Yeah.
Was it 91321?
No. It was
that's all I remember. You had that one.
well, anyways, I think that was the last time
I
I
had
saw
like
you.
91385 or whatever.
But we didn't like really hang out or anything. I was busy doing all that shit, and then you guys played, and then
That must have been a while ago, that's for sure.
yeah, it was definitely 10-ish years ago. 10-ish years ago. I don't know. My
That would've been a good
time's
time.
weird for me.
That would have been a good time in the band, like the lineup at that time.
It was. I used to see you guys at the Londoner and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm back. I heard the Londoner.
I was saying, we were
Londoner,
talking
bro.
about last time
Yeah.
we saw each other. Well, I saw you walking by.
Yeah, well,
Breakmasters that one
We
day,
have a
but-
story about the
Sorry.
Londoner, bro. Remember when I went to go help you, like go protect like Jenna's brother?
That was a
Like
crazy.
some dudes were after him or
That was
some
at
shit.
That was a Pottymouth show.
That's right.
That was a Pottymouth
That was like what,
show. I saw it
07
totally go
maybe?
down. Yeah. I never. Yeah. Her brother went to jail that night. But
Yeah.
I saw it right in front of me, dude. It was just.
Wait, what happened?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but I remember he called me because Jenna.
Just some people, you know,
Yeah.
drank alcohol and assholes.
Oh, Jennasyde. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
Her-
dating
her
her at the
brother
time.
was
My
Trying, yeah, I
band's-
remember
Yeah.
that.
He was at the Londoner. My
Yeah.
her brother was at the crowd. This guy was inappropriately touching girls. Her brother stepped in. And
There was a lot of that. I guess there's always probably been a lot of
Yeah,
that.
it's part of. It's part of the. I'm not
don't
saying it's part
understand
of.
that.
alcohol and assholes, dude.
Alcohol,
no,
bro.
like what kind of a
Bad
fucking
combination.
People can't
dude.
handle their. They
Well,
can't
it
have no
sucks is they-
self control.
That's another thing. That's like that's what part of the reason their guys are canceled because all these fucking assholes, Like,
And it makes us all
Why
look
can't you
bad.
keep your
That's
hands to
what's
yourself?
fucked.
Keep your hands to yourself, you
Yeah,
filthy
dude, that
fuck.
I had a
predatory
friend that used to
behavior,
go
bro.
around just grabbing
Man.
chicks' asses, but he'd like laugh about it, and then they'd kind of like be cool with it.
Fuck.
So it was like all about his fucking.
I like it here.
Yeah.
Fucking weird,
Never
man.
heard music like that before.
You guys in a band? Hey, where's that pisser? Just
Yeah. So, you remember?
Yeah, it's all good, dude.
I'll be right back. You guys can talk
Good
about.
smelling hand soap, dude. Frosted cranberry.
I pee in that sometimes.
Sweet.
Well, shit, man.
Yeah, man.
That's cool, man.
It's going pretty well,
Fucking
dude.
Catching up. Yeah,
Yeah.
catching up.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Absolutely.
Fuck, man.
It's fun. We're 2 hours in basically now tonight. So
We are, yeah, we're almost 2 hours.
yeah. Hell yeah.
But fuck, man, the good old days.
Yeah, man.
I just want everything to get opened up, man. I know I keep saying, I keep coming back to it, and I'm repeating
Well, it
myself.
affects
but
all
it's
of us,
like-
bro.
I just want it to make sense. That's all. It just
Of
makes
course.
sense.
It needs to.
Like they're treating us like we're a bunch of fucking morons. Like just like have some consistency.
Well, unfortunately, there are a bunch of morons who
Well, just
fucked
have-
it up.
just have some
but I know what you
consistency.
mean. I know.
have some fucking consistency and some fucking.
But we know how governments work. They don't think that everybody is different. They think everybody thinks and acts the same.
I don't know. There's so
Because
many
we're all just a
conspiracies
number,
behind it. I
dude.
don't know what it is.
We're all a number.
I don't know if it's control. I don't know what it is. They don't want to admit that they fucked up a little bit. It's not, we're not saying anybody fucked up completely. Even, they made mistakes. and now
Somebody
let's
fucked
just-
up for it to be
Let's
this
just
bad.
correct it. Let's just correct. But we're going. I heard today we're going. When I was at Guitar Center,
Going to
they
the
were talking
Orange
about we're
tier.
going to Orange. I probably should have Googled
Dude,
that.
I was in Orange County today, bro, for a
Mm-hmm.
little while before I went to SD. Orange County was like wide open. I see people walking around with no masks. I mean, yeah, they're outside and shit still, but like,
Disneyland's about to open.
yep,
Magic Mountain's about to open.
like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's crazy. If anybody ever saw this who lived in like Florida or Texas or something, they're like, "Wait,
Yeah.
Disneyland's closed?" Yeah, Disneyland has not been
Yeah.
open since.
And
Well,
guess
it's been
what?
a year, I guess.
It's been over a year. Yeah,
Disneyland.
those
I don't know.
those states are thriving, bro. Like their
Yeah.
economies are fucking booming.
That Florida governor, I guess, he's getting praise from everybody now, which
Yeah.
is crazy. He's
Yeah.
a Republican, and I don't know.
Yeah,
Look, some people fucked up, and some people made the right decisions, and they, you know what? Maybe it could have gone the other
It's
way,
that
right?
fine line.
Everybody in
I
Florida
know.
could have died, maybe. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
But that's not what happened.
Right.
This is what happened, and he deserves credit.
And here we are. And we should give credit where credit's due. I wish we could say
Nobody
that
wants
here
to-
in California.
nobody wants to
but
admit that they're wrong, dude. You're going to destroy California because you don't want to admit that you fucked up even a little bit.
because
We made no mistakes. Come on, dude.
Yeah, I know.
You made no mistakes?
I know.
None? Zero?
Well, I mean, think about it. Like,
Zero?
our economy is what, like the fifth, sixth largest in the world?
California.
Yeah.
The whole state of California.
Yeah. And think about it.
It's
Because there's
fucked right now.
40 fucking million people here, dude. More than most countries
Actually, it's
in the
not.
world.
It's actually what's funny is it might be a net zero. That'd be interesting to research. It's too much research to do right now, but it'd be interesting to see if it
Yeah.
was a net zero because tech did so well and tech's all in California. So it could be that
Well, some of them
tech
have moved
went
now.
up and everything else went down, and the
Yeah.
state made the same amount of money.
Yeah.
I bet it's going to be something similar to that.
Well, I know
So
some.
so they're like,
like Elon Musk
We're
moved to
fine.
Texas.
yeah,
And parts
but
of
he didn't
Google-
close. But he didn't close his California.
Right.
plant.
He's still open out
He's
here.
double
It's-
dipping. I like his style.
They're doing business.
He
out
said,
here.
"Oh, I'm fucking leaving," and then left them both open.
right.
As far as I know.
Yeah.
As far as I know, I don't. know
Ah,
about that.
fuck it, dude. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, man, like,
I just want I want I want musicians to be able to
I don't want
play.
to be frustrated anymore, dude.
I
I
just-
want to fucking do what I
yeah.
want. I'm tired of fucking being told what to do and how to do it.
Yeah. I want musicians to be able to play, even if it's not me or whatever. I just want musicians to be able to do their art. Other artists,
Yeah.
I mean, we could talk about other artists having art shows. I don't know if they were allowed to do that, have people coming in masks that look at their paintings. I don't know. Maybe that happened. Maybe that's going on now. You
Well, I
know?
do know that there have been shows throughout the Midwest for a little while.
Well, here, I'm talking about here, though, right?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, of course.
Is that kind of shit going on? Is there, art shows and stuff?
Art shows?
Yeah, are people allowed to, have painting, what do they, oh, yeah, art shows.
Painting with like music?
No, painting, you're a
Oh,
painter.
a gallery style?
Gallery show, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really in that world,
Not in that,
so I
okay.
wouldn't really know. I'm sure it's out there, though.
Later, guys.
Fuck, man. Yeah, I was just curious if there was anything allowed to go on in LA, like if there were people, because, you feel like you could let one or two people in at a time to see an art show or something like that. But maybe that wasn't even going on.
Yeah.
I've been doing this, well, not me, but I've been a part of this TV show, and so this live stream TV show that he's doing, and it's like, no pandemic's ever happened. I mean, other than people wearing masks, but there's a lot of
Right.
people. You're kind of crammed in a small studio, and there might be a lot of people here,
Yeah.
and then you get people walking by.
Is he
the
still?
door.
I remember I saw something where he has a ranch or something, right? Or did he used to? Or didn't he? I watched a
ranch?
documentary where he had almost like a ranch or something.
Oh,
People
no.
partied there and stuff a long time ago.
Not that I know of. He always had
probably confused.
So he always had a building in Hollywood. I mean, even in the day,
No, that's not it.
I
That's
remember
not
I
what I'm
went to
talking
one of those things out there. Like, wasn't his shit right there on Hollywood Boulevard?
which still is.
Like his compound or whatever.
It used to be in the early millennium, from late 90s to early millennium, was a club he had on Gower in Hollywood called Qtopia.
That's right. That's where I went, and I got really fucking
now-
high one night over
Yeah,
there.
now
dude.
he's still on Hollywood Boulevard, but a little bit more to the Korean town side.
Hmm.
Away.
Okay, some more east.
Yeah, east.
Yeah.
And it's a store. A store. It's the Sacred Farts.
Sacred Farts.
Yeah, and then that's where they have the camera. You go in, cameras and black curtains and shit, and
Right.
it's like this, man. They have a guy who does sound for the bands, video. They have a lot of cameras and lights, and that's where he does the TV show. And
That's cool.
This weekend, Green Jello is playing for the
Saturday.
Yeah, I
for
want
the
to check
Green
that out
Jello,
for sure.
St. Patty's Day Green show.
Okay.
That's what it is. I'm playing bass, so
I'll
I mean,
Google it up.
no
and figure it out,
rehearsals.
find it out.
No rehearsals.
No rehearsals.
How many songs?
Whatever he wants to throw out.
Yeah.
If the band can play, the whole thing is, I did this already because I used to be in that band
Yeah.
when it was a band.
Right.
Now it's whoever wants to play. So you're not really rehearsing with people. You're not playing with. You're just jumping in, playing the songs from from the CD. Of course, he's changing them live on you. So you just kind of zap
just
it.
winging
You
it.
just kind of, I guess we're playing. Okay. But for the most part, you're playing the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely check that out,
Oh.
man.
Yeah, I gotta.
I keep
I'll
hitting
send
this
you the
light.
link. It's
Is that place still there? What was it? Center for the The Abnormal Arts, that club.
CIA is still
North
there.
Hollywood.
Yeah, it's still there. But
That
I
was a
mean,
cool place.
I
yeah.
played a show there a
Burbank
I
couple
played a few
times.
shows there,
It's fun.
actually.
Yeah, Burbank and
Very artsy.
Lancashire.
Been a long time.
Yeah, Burbank and Lancashire.
Is that what it is? Burbank and Lancashire. Yeah,
Yep.
man, I've done plenty. Yeah, some shows
an
there, but
interesting
it's,
place.
it's a
Times
great
there,
place
dude.
to
Yeah.
play. But it's not really much of a scene type place.
Okay.
There's some regular bands that play there, but like bands like mine do. Weird
Do you know who
things.
played bass for me one night for Character Assassins? Because we kind of were shuffling through bass
Yeah,
players
it's
as
always
we
been
kind of
your
do.
things, Your bass players, yeah.
Yeah.
That's always been.
And Ben played a couple of shows with
Yeah,
us.
Ben Griffiths.
Yeah, he played our show that we played there at CIA.
That's another guy I haven't heard his name in a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't talk anymore.
is he still out here?
Back from the Ethel's Bong house.
Huh?
Right.
I
yeah.
have no idea.
You
He
don't
doesn't
know.
talk to me anymore. He's one
Oh.
of those guys that just shunned him.
He-
Because he feels I kind of fucked him because he was in Pottymouth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
remember that. For
he
sure,
was in
yeah.
Pottymouth, and then around like 2015, it all came to a head, and I needed something, and he wasn't gonna provide me what I needed out of it, and then I just found a new bass player, and that really
Yeah.
hurt him because I've been jamming with the guy since like 96, 97.
Yeah, he
or
was with you for a
98
long
maybe.
time.
So I mean, I kind of bothered him, and I tried to restore my friendship with the guy, but it was just he doesn't want. He's done,
Yeah.
and I don't know what happened. So
Yeah. And Matt is in Florida. I know that.
and Greg's in Ohio.
So Greg is the only one that's in
Eggman,
Ohio.
I kind of
unless,
still talk to. Eggman.
Yeah.
I still talk to
I
Eggman.
remember all those guys.
But Matt Lepori, I saw Matt Lepori when I went on tour with Crown by Fire.
He is a shredder. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
we did a whole Southwestern.
Oh, you
run.
saw him?
Yeah, I saw Matt Bong. I spent the night at his house.
Oh shit.
And I hadn't seen that guy since the 90s,
Yeah.
but this was 2014 at the time.
Oh wow.
But I hadn't seen Matt Bong since like 96, 97.
Is that when Ralph was playing drums?
He wasn't he like in Weed Eater at one point playing bass for like a
Matt?
spell? Yeah.
Maybe.
Matt Lepori, for like a spell, dude.
I don't remember. Maybe.
He played bass. I could be wrong.
Evan
dude.
would know.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe if
remember.
it wasn't Weed Eater, maybe not Dim Tribe. Man, it had to be Weed Eater. Something.
Wait, who
Interesting.
played bass for Weed Eater?
But there's been a few. There's a few
Ralph
drummers.
played.
A few drummers. A few
Justin
guitarists.
Gibbs played bass
Yeah.
in Weed Eater.
Bassist.
I
I
managed
think
them
Justin
for a
Gibbs was the
minute.
first one.
Remember when me and Alex managed you guys and them for like a fucking hot minute?
I think so.
Men in Black and Weed Eater
I think so.
for a hot minute.
R.I.P. Alex
I don't know
Dominguez.
I don't know. Yeah,
Alex D. He's another cool
we didn't
guy.
know what the
I
fuck
do.
we were doing. We were just trying to be involved.
We're just trying, dude.
Got to shoot from the hip sometimes,
Flying by
right?
the seat of your pants. I wish it was a little bit handled better because you think about if you had the mindset you had now back then, your band could have been a little bit. You could have been a little bit more ahead of the.
Yeah, you didn't. Well, that's the
You
thing.
just
We
didn't
didn't.
know.
We didn't know.
We didn't know
You
shit.
didn't have a proper. You didn't have any.
And we didn't know
proper
social
management.
media was going to be this big fucking gigantic thing.
But there was
That
no one
pretty
really
much-
steering the band. It was just
Yeah.
fly by the seat of your pants, jam in the fucking desert. Jam
That's
here.
part of what made it so good, though, in a way, right?
A lot of it
whole
was
free
the
spirit.
freedom.
Yeah, the
The
free
free
spirit.
spirit.
Yeah,
ethic.
fuck yeah.
Very, like,
You know,
Very
maybe
punk
if you were
rock.
too organized, it wouldn't have been what it was.
We could have ruined it.
Or
for
maybe it could have
ourselves.
been better. Who knows, right? You know.
we could have ruined it for ourselves. I thought, what would happen if we got signed? Because all these other fucking LA bands got signed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what would happen? We probably would have just ruined it for ourselves. We probably would have had like one album, and then fucking,
We all would have been at the Betty Ford Clinic, dude. Let's
we
face
probably
it.
just would have ruined it for ourselves. We probably just would have ruined what we had. Because
Yeah.
we're too young. We were too
we wouldn't have been
immature.
able to handle
Yeah.
all
We
that
had
shit.
no experience,
No
dude.
business
Every band,
savvy,
every band you guys
know.
played with, Rob would have fucked all their girlfriends, and
And we would have all been fighting, protecting him because we'd
He
have
was
to.
kind of a rough
just
guy
joking.
to be in the band
Yeah,
with,
well.
though. To be honest with you, I'm not going to sit here and deny. I love Bubba, and I
I
miss him,
had
but
the same-
he was fucking rough to be in
well,
the
he
band
was a
with, dude.
wild
Yes, he was.
person.
He
dude.
wouldn't concentrate.
Yeah, he was a
He was
wild
ego.
person, dude.
Yeah.
You know how many times I'm like you want to work
DJ
out the parts.
Rockstar.
I want
Yeah.
to work out the parts, but this guy was too worried about his fucking ego,
Yeah.
and that was just he was young though.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was an ego thing for him.
And him and I
Yeah.
clashed
He liked to
a lot,
show off.
just because like I was the vocalist.
Yeah, you guys are totally clashing.
And then he would want to be like Phil Collins, like main vocals behind the kit, and
What
it was
you're
like,
doing.
I don't mind him singing. I love backup vocals, but it's like, dude, you don't need to take verses and then go on top of my verses. That was
Right.
our thing. It was like, and it was like
trade off at least.
and then he'd go fuck my girlfriend after that because he'd be
Yeah.
pissed off.
It was just really hard because
I
I
don't think it was
wanted
'cause-
that.
Maybe that was because he was pissed off. Look, he was.
But it's
Yeah,
just a
he
little bit
was.
of
He was a
both.
hard guy to be. He was a
I
hard guy.
wanted that mindset.
He was a hard guy to be,
it was never taken that
He
seriously.
was a hard guy to be in a band with, and sometimes
Well,
he was a
let's
hard
face
guy
it.
to be a friend with.
He
and,
grew up
you know.
differently than we all did.
Yeah,
As
that's
a friend, I miss and love the guy.
Of
but I mean,
course.
I'm not gonna sit here and deny being in his band with him. It was rough. I never, like
Yeah.
you said, you have a show, then I wouldn't hear from the guy until. Are we gonna rehearse? Are we gonna jam?
Like
what are we
that
doing
day.
here, bro?
Hey, I'll be there in an hour or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, the guy was just, like I said, he lived before his time because he had so much time to live, and he had to get it done because his contract with life was about to expire, bro.
Fuck,
It
I've
really
never
was.
heard anybody say that
I've thought
before.
about
That's what it was, dude.
That's
he lived so fast.
so
he lived
fucking
so
true.
much. He had so much puss. He had so much life in him. So much adventure.
He did live
with
a
you.
full lifetime.
He did, and
More than most people.
because he
Yeah.
only had 24 years to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's why, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, he seemed older, like my bigger fucking brother. I don't have siblings at all, but
Yeah.
he seemed older and wiser, and we're the same age, dude.
Yeah.
I remember getting my first detention with him. We had our first Saturday
Oh,
schools
shit.
together.
It seemed like nothing bothered him. That's
Yeah.
what, because
He
shit
grew up,
bothers
like you
me,
said,
you
he
know?
grown up differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did.
Yeah.
You're a very unique individual who pulled a lot of everyone together. And it was, like I said, if it wasn't for him, you might not be in this room, us three, but
That's true. We
you
what?
probably
We
wouldn't, dude. I know I probably wouldn't be.
Who knows where we would have been
Wouldn't know,
and ended up.
I might have
mean,
known you.
Well,
from
that's the
school.
butterfly, though. That you could say that about a lot of different things, but I think he did because he was
He was a glue.
because he lived
He
so
was
fast
the
and
glue.
so hard. Everybody
was.
knew him, and he was like the glue. He was like
when
the
he-
magnet for
and
everybody.
when he passed away, all of us splintered.
That's
Lavario
true.
started a new band. Justin had his thing. I had, it
Yeah.
splintered everyone, and it affected the
and
family.
then brought new people around.
Brought new people, and then like it became
Yep.
like a whole new thing where I was like I wasn't part of that scene anymore. I saw all these new bands coming up. Like now, it's like 99, 2000 now, and Santa Cruz at that time was a really happening place for music, but I just was not a part of it because
Yeah.
I wasn't either.
not that I wasn't a part of it. It's just like my time was up, and like all these new people now. You had like Weeder was huge.
What's funny you say that because
Smile Empty Soul or whatever.
Smile
heck,
Empty Soul
whatever
were
they
just starting.
Yeah,
I missed
mean,
all that.
I was just not
Yeah.
a part of it. And I wasn't accepted, and I,
I
had
moved.
no.
I had moved. I was
You
in
were out of
Riverside.
here. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was living in Riverside for
I was
quite
bouncing.
a few years.
I was in the
bouncing,
valley
bro.
and kind of coming back and forth, but my daughter was about to be born, so I took some time off for about, I don't know, 8 months maybe, something like that. Just work, save money, whatever. And then I started a band with my buddy Sean. You remember my buddy Sean?
Murder One,
That was with
Revelations.
Lucas. I started Level with Sean, my buddy Sean, down in the valley. And we were like we were like Limp Bizkit and shit like that. Like rap rock with the DJ. It was heavy because I still provided the screams, the metal screams. But it was a lot of rap. But we didn't really connect with people out here for some reason. And maybe it's because I was bringing outsiders up here. They didn't accept that.
Yeah.
I just
know?
wasn't part of that scene. I was just
Yeah.
watching bands like Weed Eater and then whatever surrounding bands that were really hip around that time.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of them, dude. There were a lot of them. But I just was not accepted into it, and I felt really I felt kind of cast out because I'm like I kind of helped build some of these bridges. And there was bands in Santa Cruz before all my band.
sure.
But
Dim Tribe was still doing their thing.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. There was that era, I guess.
You know.
I was around for a year for that, and then, like I say, I moved away. But
Right.
I got married and stuff. Well, fuck, time's all fucked up. I've lived too many all over the place. I have to think about it. But I was in some bands in Riverside, but nothing to talk about. Really.
Nothing stuck. I feel you, bro.
Different scene out there. All the weed bands were real big out in Riverside.
Yeah.
Slightly stupid and
Riverside's got a
stuff like
huge
that.
Oh,
scene.
right, right.
A lot
yeah.
of punk bands in Riverside.
Yep.
I'll bet.
Yep.
They're definitely. I like that area. I like the people in that area a lot. In the Inland Empire.
It's different than
They're a
LA.
little more. They have almost a little more of like a Midwest
Yeah.
feel to them.
Yep.
It's not quite Midwest. Maybe it's more. I've never been to Texas, but it's just a little freer, a little more.
They're
it's
way
different.
they're way appreciative of what
I'd
you
say
do.
was-
Down to earth.
Because remember I was telling you I went out and played some shows in Riverside and Rancho Kook and all that shit with Character Assassins. This was
Yeah.
like probably 10, 11 years ago. And I don't remember. Oh, I know what it was. We played a fucking show in Long Beach on a rooftop at fucking on a Sunday afternoon at noon. And I remember the night before I was taxi driving and I had to take these guys from out here to fucking Palm Springs.
Oh boy.
Fuck.
And by the time
That's a nice fare though.
yeah, I was. I made like $500 that night.
Yeah,
I was
dude.
fucking rolling, dude.
What a killer
And then
fare.
by the time I came back, though, it was like 2 a.m. I couldn't fall asleep till about 4 probably, and then I had to be
Wired,
up
yeah.
at like 7:30 or 8 because my roommates are getting all fucking up and everything. And I was like, oh, I got a show today. And then my girl at the time, she's like, I'm gonna make you breakfast, and I'm like, okay, well now I'm up. But then we played this show. My point being, this is where we met these people from Rancho Cook and Riverside, and they became like hardcore Character Assassins fans, like. Almost groupie shit, and they're all dudes, cool dudes. And I remember some of them, followers, and we were like Pantera to them.
In a way, they
And
were
it felt
kind of
fucking great.
They
dude.
were always kind of like
yeah.
There's a
and
big scene out there.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't mean it in a bad
Yeah.
way, but they were almost behind it a little bit. And what I mean is like
Almost.
they were still moshing out there when people weren't moshing out here. There were a
Right.
lot of fights when there weren't really fights anymore out
Sure.
here. They were always just kind of like they never got soft.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
They never got soft.
Yeah.
You know? Not that everybody, you know what I mean.
But I know what you mean about that Midwest vibe.
It's not even Midwest.
It's not an LA vibe.
It's not.
It's
LA.
not an LA vibe.
It's separate from
very,
LA.
Very, and it's not an Anaheim
It's
vibe.
its own
No,
thing,
it's
right?
not an Orange
An
County
Orange
vibe
County
either.
vibe. Orange County's got a good scene
Orange
too, though.
County's got a illustrious music
Yeah.
scene. Huge.
Fucking shows going on right now, dude.
But I mean, all
Fucking
the
OC.
bands they came from must be in the fucking
Oh,
water, dude.
dude.
There's so
Yeah.
many Orange County
Orange
bands.
County's got a great
Oh,
scene,
Jesus.
dude.
I keep hitting this
Great
light.
scene,
Thanks,
dude.
bro.
Orange County must be like all those fucking crazy punk bands of the 80s. Imagine living in fucking Orange County
I
in
did.
the 80s.
Oh my god.
That's
But like
my-
in 82, 83, watching just
My
these-
brother.
couldn't imagine,
dude.
dude.
I watched my
that was
brother.
your
go
brother's scene, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. He was in junior
Yeah.
high. Fucking mohawk, jacket. Fucking my parents didn't know where he
Watching Bad
was.
Religion,
Going to
Social
see
Distortion,
Crass and
Adolescence.
fucking
Crass,
I don't know who.
yeah.
I'd love to
Offspring.
talk to him about all that because I'm 4 years younger than him. So, you know, watching him go through it,
That's
kind of
right,
made me
Offspring
like
from out there.
nervous about
Yeah.
it. Like, whoa, dude. Like I remember he came
Back
home.
when punk rock was scary.
Punk rock was scary
It
as
was scary.
fuck back
It was
then,
threatening.
dude. Very
When they
threatening.
actually
In the
had a
80s.
lot of shit to
It
say.
was threatening.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
dude.
Your kid came home with like,
Talk about being
spikes in the
canceled.
hair. Oh, moms would cry, dude.
Yeah, he came home like
Back
he
now,
came, a lot of
yeah.
drugs. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yep.
it was. I bet if you were a parent back then, you were fucking
Yeah,
scared
because
out
you're
of
probably
your
like, oh
wits,
shit,
bro.
my kid's gonna come home so
I
hopped
failed
up
as
on
a
everything.
parent. My
What do
kid
I
is
do?
a punk.
I'm gonna wait for him to fucking fall asleep, and I'll talk to him about it in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, for me,
Yeah.
dude, I don't really like punk rock anymore. I listen
me
to I
either.
listen to. I got plenty in
I
my
don't.
album
It's
collection.
different, bro.
But I
don't.
mean, like, the spirit of punk rock makes me fucking laugh.
Yeah, there's a lot of music that I was really. Dude, in high school, I liked the Red Hot Chili Peppers a lot. I can't.
They're a great band.
I can't listen
but
to
I
them
can't
anymore.
fucking listen to them. I even tried to listen to Blood Sugar
Now?
Mess. Yeah,
Well, it's just because they're far removed from what they were.
it just doesn't hold
started
up
out
for
as.
me. Primus, I have trouble with, and I still love Primus, but I'm like, yeah.
Remember I was telling you I went down the Primus rabbit hole
Yeah.
last month for about a week and a half, and it was like pretty much all I was listening to.
It's funny.
And
yeah,
it was just it some of it holds up really well.
it's still good, but
But-
I mean, Oysterhead's pretty good. Which is
Yeah.
the other thing he did.
Where you say you guys saying it just sounds a little dated. Like it just sounds like
No,
from that
I don't
era.
know what it is. It's
No,
almost like I
maybe
didn't
because
understand. I
The
didn't.
spirit is different.
I just was into
And we're
different things
different.
back then. Same with punk, right? I think
Yeah.
punk though is a
I
little
love
bit because
punk rock,
I
but
think
it's
punk
just-
is. I love the attitude of punk.
It's
I
different.
love that attitude
it's
of
different
fuck
now.
you. I'm gonna do what I fucking want because that's I understand that, and a lot of
course.
music has that, but they really had it right. But the music, like, I just don't. I mean, I still like Minor Threat, actually.
That's a great album, the Out of Step.
Yeah.
Classic
Fugazi.
album, dude.
Even Fugazi, I have trouble with
I
now.
like Fugazi.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I still.
yeah.
I,
Turnover.
yeah.
I'm just in a different place. I'm just in a different place.
It's different
That's
now.
all.
Yeah, but
We've
you know, like,
evolved.
look,
I get it.
You were. It was the perfect music for your path.
It
your
got me
upbringing.
going, man.
It got you. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But
It
now
got me
you
going.
might have moved on to whatever's inspiring you now, currently in your adult life.
I'm really into like Doom now. Monolord. I fucking love Monolord right now. Which is not like they just came out or something.
I never
but
heard of them, and he played some for me last
Monolord?
week, and I was like,
I've
they're
heard of the name,
pretty fucking
man.
cool.
Holy fuck,
I'll
they're
check 'em out.
so heavy, dude.
Very
They're
riff
very
driven.
Sabbath influence.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Well,
check them
they're-
out, dude.
They're the fucking
Check 'em
derivative,
out.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black
yeah.
Sabbath,
Yeah,
Black Sabbath,
Sabbath.
Black Sabbath.
That's where it all came from.
Great.
Yep.
One of the greatest
That's
fucking
so
rock
weird,
bands
so
ever.
crazy.
I mean, but even they're a little like everything's like Black Sabbath now. But I mean,
Yeah.
that used to be Black Sabbath was fucking scary.
Well, the other problem is
At
it's
one
not like
point.
it's
Sure.
not like it's not like anybody can truly do anything original at this
Not
point.
now.
Nah,
It's all been
now.
done, man.
There's nothing. No.
It's all about finding your niche and knowing.
It's just doing what you love.
Just
and
do what's in your heart.
How
Just do
to-
what's in your heart and just fucking
Yeah.
you know, put the emotion in it and hopefully people pick up on that emotion because
And
it's
don't
all
think
been
about
done.
what other people want too much. Write it for yourself because that's what you want to do.
There's only so many notes, man.
7 and some sharps and flats.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like jazz. It's like play the
I think that
right
was
fucking notes
I
already.
think that was on a Beastie Boys album where they were talking about. Was it on a Beastie Boys album? It was
I
like,
don't know.
there's only 7 notes, man, and then.
Yeah.
Anyways, whatever it was.
Yeah.
It's so true though. All the combos have been played, but you play them differently. You know, I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I look at, because I'm not a guitar player, but I imagine there's only so many riffs you can play with so many different chords and keys. But people are still doing it.
Yeah.
It's not like I hear people ripping shit off from people and copying and riff pirating and all that.
Oh,
You
there's
know what I
definitely
mean?
that
I
going
bet
on.
there's probably more of it.
Well, I'm
There's a
sure
lot
there's
of that
that,
going on.
but like
Because
you
it's
don't
all
hear
been
that on
done.
the radio. You don't hear a lot of the same shit.
Well, they
like,
don't play rock on the radio, so.
Well, I'm talking more like the Sirius XM radio.
Oh, that's true. They do have those stations. Do they play new stuff on those stations?
It's mostly all new stuff.
okay.
It's
They
mostly
have
all
like
like
Octane and.
yeah. From what I heard though, because like Lucas,
Yeah.
he knows a little bit about Jose Mangan from Sirius, and he's not really talking shit about Jose, but Jose is kind of like the Illuminati for metal. Like he only picks and chooses what he likes and plays on.
But
there.
that's the way DJs used to
how
do
it
it.
used to be.
right.
Yeah.
And I think there's probably some
When
of
you,
this
if you go
going on,
back, well,
too.
there was payola.
It was
Yeah.
a
Oh, there's
payola.
probably payola.
Oh yeah.
But payola, but
yeah.
it wasn't. But still, the DJs really they played the music they wanted to play. If you go
Yeah.
back far enough,
Yeah.
you know. The other problem I have too is like when I listen to like say a Led Zeppelin album, is the production, right?
Oh, dude, it's
So that's the big difference with like
way
crazy.
different.
yeah, it's so
even when it's
it sounds
remastered,
hollow,
it
you know?
doesn't sound
When it sounds better, but it's still hollow because they didn't record.
not
you know, they
compared
didn't
to what it is now. Yeah.
And then sometimes it's overproduced.
I
now,
went and
but-
listened to Physical Graffiti like a month ago. Came up on my YouTube. I'm like, oh fuck, I haven't listened to Zeppelin in a long time. And I played it, liked it, but I know what you're saying about the production
Doesn't
value.
hit, your car it doesn't hit your speakers right.
no,
You know,
no.
doesn't
So
hit
you're
your
saying the production values?
The playing is amazing. The vocals
Yeah.
are amazing. The lyrics are amazing. It's just the production is just
They're just not as good.
it's far behind.
Well, they didn't have the technology, so
Right.
now like you can, you know, you couldn't really. Maybe the instruments sounded different and the amp sounded different back
Yeah,
then.
nobody was
Although
tuning
now
down
everybody's
to
going
fucking-
back to that.
recording
So.
aspects were different.
Yeah, I
too,
think
man.
it was microphones and
It was
recording.
fucking tape.
They had
Yeah.
small ass little
Analog
amps.
Yeah, but-
recording.
playing
analog
standard
recording,
tuning.
punch it in,
Analog,
and I like
could-
this
analog,
cut
and
bass
even
shit.
even now, shit's recorded. Like
Yeah.
Foo Fighters always
Yeah.
record analog.
Well, that's their choice because they want to keep, tradition.
But what I'm saying is that
They have
so
the
that
money
can still
to.
that can still sound amazing. So it's got to be microphones,
Costs a
techniques.
lot
I don't
of
know.
money.
I'm not an engineer.
You're
at
right,
all.
exactly.
There was
I don't know what it is.
See that documentary?
I'd love to get Billy on this podcast.
I
There's a
just-
Foo Fighters documentary
I just
about
watched.
that.
I just watched. Actually, the other night, I watched
One about Sound City.
Brian
Yeah,
Johnson.
just recording
yeah.
an analog.
That shit's badass.
Because that shit costs money. That
Yeah.
analog
Oh,
tape.
big
It's just a
time.
rare thing, and
Yeah.
it's,
But it's more popular again. It's like vinyl's big.
It's like
again.
vinyl.
Well, yeah,
I was just
never
gonna say.
stopped. I never stopped
Yeah.
buying vinyl, dude.
I have a
Ever.
few over there. I don't have a lot.
I have a few.
but,
I have a suicidal fucking
I
album.
Collect,
Yeah.
I collect vinyl, man. I
Last
buy
Camera
it
Revolution on vinyl, dude.
yeah.
every other Sunday is record shopping day.
Yeah.
Every other Sunday.
I stopped. My record player.
Where do you go? Do you go to the one over on Main
There's
Street?
two in Newhall.
Yeah,
There's
Yeah.
one on Newhall on Voodoo
Vinyl or Voodoo Vinyl.
Shout
that's
out to
it.
Voodoo Vinyl.
Shout
and
out
then
to
there's
Voodoo Vinyl.
Boho, which is on Newhall Avenue, which is kind of like you drive
Wait,
by
where's
it.
that?
You drive
Do
by
they-
it all the time, not even knowing, bro.
Probably.
Do they sell record players too?
Uh,
I never understood why Amoeba doesn't sell record players.
the first one does. Voodoo Vinyl sells album.
I haven't been there in a long time, but really, they don't sell record players.
They didn't when last time I was there, which
Oh,
was 2
shit.
years ago.
Amoeba's opening up soon. 6200
Why would-
Hollywood Boulevard is a new
why-
address.
What?
Why were they not open?
Really?
Up?
They moved their location.
Oh, okay.
They moved from the location across from the Sunset.
I'm just saying it seems essential.
From the
Now they-
CNN building.
Now it's
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
it's at 6200 Hollywood Boulevard. I think what it was on Sunset in Coanga.
So it sounds
Dude.
like it's Hollywood and Coanga.
It's
then.
about
I
to
do
open
know
up.
real
Yeah.
estate.
To open
Real
up.
estate,
Yeah.
and that, and it got crazy expensive. So
Oh, dude.
I don't blame them. We had some problems with like in our business
I bet.
with the
In Hollywood-
leases.
in LA or Hollywood.
Yeah, we're not like out there at all anymore. Studio City we
Wasting
were
our
in,
money.
gone.
I've lived there.
That's why
lived,
you got to drive
Santa
out to
Monica,
Redlands and shit
Santa
like that.
Monica, gone.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Dude.
The rent was insane, dude.
And you know what? Those rent prices should not even be that high, astronomically high, for what's going on in the city. Like
Well,
outside.
it's supply and demand. If somebody's
It
willing
is.
to pay it, then they can
Well,
charge
yeah,
it.
but I mean, you're not. I mean, look, dude,
For
it's
right
not
or
pretty
wrong.
outside. As soon as you step outside your door, it's not pretty.
No. Well, in L.A. you're talking
It's
about.
not pretty at all, dude.
Yeah.
If you're
Dude,
living
it's
in
disgusting
you're
down
living in
there.
Hollywood on Franklin or Gramercy, it's disgusting.
I wonder if people. I know a lot of people left San Francisco and New York. I don't know if a lot of
It's
people.
disgusting, bro.
Probably a lot of people left LA.
Dude, it's
I don't know.
it's
Nobody
10
talks about
times
that.
worse up there than it is here for
was-
like homeless.
Last
Yeah,
time I was in
it's bad.
Frisco was on tour in 2015. Man, I don't want to go back.
No, it's
Really?
bad,
I can
dude.
imagine it now.
It was that
But
bad,
in 2015, I was like, yeah, dude, this is Crack City Central, bro.
Dude,
Yeah.
I remember listening to Rogan, I think it was like 2 years ago now, maybe a year and a half ago, before the pandemic. He was saying something, one of his guests, I don't remember who it was, but they were talking about homeless people being bussed in from other states, specifically, and like these mayors are doing swaps,
Oh no, yeah, that's a true thing.
which is a real thing. And I was like,
they weren't doing swaps; they were just shipping people out. So they would.
but like, yeah, but also
San
like
Francisco was
giving
doing
them
it. They
money and like blankets.
They'd give
and
them a little bit of money.
food.
They'd stick them on a bus and send them to St.
Yeah.
Louis or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But they're
I mean,
still homeless.
If the people.
Yeah.
Well, they
They just
that
to
was
a
a,
newer
this
city?
is a
in a new city,
In
they're
a
still
new
homeless?
city, they're still
just
homeless.
straight out?
They just provide them the
yeah.
transportation,
They would just turn
money.
around and come back.
Yeah.
It was a weird.
Are they
Yeah.
train jumpers?
I
Dude,
don't
who
know.
the fuck knows?
I don't
right?
know. All we know is they're all here now. I know. I went like when we were remodeling our kitchen. I had to go to like Sun Valley area.
Yeah.
And there's all these.
Oh, like right there off the
RVs.
like the 170.
Oh, dude, that's a horrible area.
You know what I'm
Somehow.
talking
it's
about?
Oh, by the
ghetto
Burbank
as-
Airport's
There's
disgusting.
all
bro.
these
Fuck.
RVs, just hundreds of RVs
San
on the
Fernando
side of the
Road
road.
and Sun Valley is just RVs. Just
And they're in front of people's houses and stuff.
Yeah.
So they're older houses and stuff. And I'm
Yep.
like, could you imagine if you lived there and you're like, you walk outside and there's just people like, I don't know. That's
I mean,
fucking
I see,
crazy.
like, a
I feel
few
for these people.
stragglers
Like,
out
I
here.
get
Yeah,
it, dude.
of
You're
course.
homeless.
It's gonna be away with
I
the
got
culture.
I got no like. I feel for you, man.
RVs
But
and campers are gonna be because people can't afford homes.
yeah,
Yep.
that's very true.
It's gonna
Yep.
happen. They're gonna be like just mobile homes too, or just RVs.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a bigger problem like here in LA because the
Especially for
weather's so
guys
good.
Like me, dude.
Yeah.
Not that I'm gonna do
Huh.
it, but I don't have a family.
Yeah,
You know, I don't really
Right.
have much to own.
that's true.
So it's like, hey, I just spent
I could do that.
$120,000 and just get like a really nice pimp fucking RV. I
could
have a
do
road
that.
vehicle now to tour with.
You
but,
can
I mean,
fucking go
just
tour. I was
park
gonna say, yeah,
Park it in a park, not a mobile home park, but like an RV park.
park it at the beach.
Yeah, it's,
A lot of people do that.
It's gonna be common more as we go forward.
There are places. Yeah, you like Rincon and stuff. You can just go there and park.
Yeah, out in
Beautiful,
Ventura, you can do that.
Sure.
Dude, I was on a PCH in
I
Malibu
wonder if that's
the
all
other day.
homeless now.
I don't know.
I don't know, it's been a while since
Well,
I've
Ventura,
stopped.
no.
I haven't been
Ventura's
going
not that
anywhere.
bad.
I haven't gone anywhere, dude.
Yeah,
To be honest.
Well, you will be soon.
I'm like
fuck yeah,
tomorrow.
you will be.
Yeah.
Like I say, my parents are vaccinated. My wife's parents are vaccinated. I'm ready to rock, dude.
Speaking
to
of
just get
that,
out.
I'm gonna be taking off here in a couple minutes just because I need to get up and
That's
do
cool, man.
some work shit in the morning.
I feel you, man.
Tomorrow will be Friday, son.
Yes, sir.
You can call it any time, man.
Yeah,
Tomorrow's Friday, and you ain't got shit to do.
I'm gonna get you high today.
I gotta go out. Yeah, I gotta fucking. Oh fuck, that's right.
I got
I gotta
I
go
got
to the,
shit to do,
I gotta go to the
yeah.
fucking
good
high
times.
desert tomorrow.
The high desert, not the low
High
desert.
Nope, the high desert.
The high desert.
Victorville.
Get high in the
Hesperia,
desert.
The Apple Valley area?
Apple Valley. Yeah,
Okay.
they're all right there.
That's
It's
the
like
high
Victor.
desert.
It's like Hesperia. Like, well,
That's the desert.
I guess it depends which way you're looking at, but it's you got Hesperia, Victorville, Apple Valley. So if you were thinking about like Saugus,
Right.
you know,
Towns.
whatever.
Yeah.
But they're actually towns. We're all
about,
one
what, like an hour
This is
and a
all
half?
one town now, right?
No,
Santa-
I want to say there's still
well-
that certain. It's still one Santa Clarita Valley, but there's like Newhall, Canyon Country.
But if you
Saugus,
like most like
But yeah, Santa
websites, if you
Clarita.
But the hipsters
populate
are
your
Valencia.
zip code,
Santa
it's
Clarita.
Santa Clarita.
Yeah.
All the hipsters
I hate
are
that
all
fucking
in
name.
fucking Valencia,
Santa
dude.
Clarita.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Why
Yeah.
can't we just? Why didn't they just leave it the way it was? I don't know. Like, I know they incorporated.
Call
but
it the Valley Part 2.
They couldn't incorporate. Well, the valley's like that, right? The valley's
Yeah.
a million different things. It's all Los Angeles.
It is.
It's all Hollywood's not.
But you still got your Resitas, your Van Nuys,
But
your Winnetkas, and
Same
Yeah.
thing though. It's technically
but
Los
it's
Angeles.
created Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Dude, the Valley could be
Except for one is
Like
like,
a
right
really
in the middle.
big city if it's
maybe
seceded.
it's Beverly Hills is its own
You know?
city, like right in the middle, like the fucking. I forget which one it is. I
Figures.
don't want to Google it.
Figures.
But anyways.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen.
right
Well,
on.
Well, gentlemen, I really appreciate you having me
Yeah,
on.
man.
dude.
It was
A lot
good
of
to
fun,
see
catch
you.
up,
bro.
dude.
Hell
Good
yeah,
to see
bro.
you, gentlemen.
yeah, you too, man.
You guys,
Catch up.
We'll be doing this again next week, so
if I'm
sure,
not
man.
here, I'll be tuning in
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Check it out on let's see where we were Spotify, YouTube, and I guess it's Apple Music now too, but I haven't actually watched it on or listened to it on Apple Music.
Hell yeah.
So what's it on YouTube?
Catch you later. It's everything right now is under. Actually, I'll just send you the link.
Yeah.
What's the channel? You have your own channel?
Yeah,
that what
but
it's
it's
It's all right.
It's
Don't worry.
Grizzard is the.
That's fine.
Is
So
I had a
it's-
gaming Grizzard is like my gaming tag.
Yeah.
So I had
just
all
the
this
name of the
different.
podcast that said Grizzard on Spotify.
Yeah, because it's all
Right,
populating from my
right.
old shit. So we're gonna come up with a name and then we'll change all that. But right now you can find it all under Grizzard. It's Grizzird.
And that has the one that you guys are on.
Yeah,
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
the first one. So
that's the only
So
one up
it's
right now.
just
This
straight
one,
audio.
this one won't be up till probably late tomorrow.
Whatever.
yeah.
So, but well tonight I might probably tonight I'll load it up on Spotify or whatever. But it takes a little while. All right, see you later.
Right on, guys.
Sign
Peace
off,
out.
kids.
See you soon.
Ow.